I've been playing this a lot on my own on the side. I have played it before on stream in the past. This is Pathfinder Kingmaker. Pathfinder, if you don't know, is essentially a system that was built originally using the D20 license back when Dungeons and Dragons was 3rd edition. 3.5 for all intents and purposes. It's called 3.5 because 3rd edition had a bunch of typos and problems in it that ended up being later edited and fixed in the book, so that's why it's called 3.5, because the 0.5 books that came out were all the 3rd edition books reprinted with the fixes. Anyways, Pathfinder is essentially Dungeons and Dragons, but it is, or hence D&D that's free. Essentially, yeah, that's what it partly ended up becoming, and it's partly that way because I don't think they can properly sell it, because when Pathfinder was being released, it was the time period when Dungeons and Dragons license ended up being sold to, I believe it was Hasbro, and when Hasbro, it was either Hasbro or Wizards of the Coast, one of the two, and I think Wizards of the Coast was acquired by Hasbro. When the license changed from one company to another, the new company that took it said, we are revoking all the D20 licenses, no one is allowed to use it, if you use it, we are going to sue you. Pathfinder was not allowed to be released as it was intended, so they had to rebrand it and rework it. It is essentially Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 with adjustments and additions. They are currently in the process of releasing Pathfinder 2nd edition. Do I not like Isaac's story, or are you talking about people in general? Yeah, Pathfinder's still sold. You can actually buy the actual books, but you can also get them for free online. I helped Isaac make a lot of his story, so I don't dislike it. No, I do not dislike it. There's aspects of it that I think could have been better in some ways, but that's my opinion, and a lot of other people don't share that opinion. So it's whatever. I still enjoy how Isaac DMs, and I still like playing in his game, and I still like being Lindsay in his games, and I enjoy playing with him. So that's what matters. Anyways, so I've been playing this. Essentially, if you end up creating a new game, I will show you what the creation's like. I have all the DLCs at this point. So I have main story, Varnhold's Lot, and Beneath the Stolen Lands. Varnhold's Lot is a side story. Sirach3QA, thank you for the follow. It's a side story that essentially takes place within the same area. The whole basic concept of the story is, and I don't understand the world entirely, it's something known as the Stolen Lands. The Stolen Lands has a section of it that is basically not ruled by anyone, which is why it's called Kingmaker. You are one of the adventurers that set out to try and accomplish something to prove that you deserve a section of that land. You do accomplish it ultimately, and you do become a baron of your own little area, and then you end up ruling it, and I'll end up showing you that. Varnhold's Lot is one of the other adventurers who got another section of the land and became a baron of that section. This is playing in his story as an adventurer that helps him. So this is a side story that just covers that character. I've only met that character at a feast so far. He's pretty cool, and he's nice. What's the game called? This is Pathfinder Kingmaker. So if you end up going into a new story, you have all this to do. This game does not hold your hand, and it is not easy. It will slap you in the face and kill your characters quite easily, especially if you put it on normal. You can put it on easy. You can say you want to play it for story, or you can make your own custom difficulty. That's fine. What's immersive mode? Disables almost all interface hints in combat, lines of attack, current enemy actions, cooldown timers, shows your character's actions and enemy health bars. That's fine. I'm not going to show you necessarily everything. I just want to show you character creation. So you can take a character that's pre-created. There's a cleric, there's a sorcerer, ranger, paladin, fighter. Basic D&D classes for the most part. If you create a new character and you want to make your own, you can do this. There's a lot less portraits available than what you're going to see. These portraits are because I downloaded a special mod that you can get online for free from someone who ended up importing a bunch of extra portraits because they didn't like how few portraits there was. You asked because this looks fire. I like this one. I'll show you the game itself, but I'm just going to pick a character portrait. So that's just a portrait. You then pick your character and you decide what race you want to be. Human, elf, dwarf, gnome, halfling, half-elf, half-orc, Aasimar, tiefling. Aasimar is basically God-touched for all intents and purposes, and you have all of your abilities. You have your basic abilities here. I believe, where's half-elf? Here's half-elf. And you have the basic things on the side of what each character class has. It is essentially Pathfinder, and it is Pathfinder to a T in that respect. And you can choose basics on the body type. You can choose the basics on the face. There's not a whole lot of choices. Doesn't matter. You're going to not be seeing your character super up close anyways. There's an okay number of hairstyles, and if you can have a beard if you want. Elves don't have beards, so you can't have a beard. All the classes you can do. There are subclasses for all of these. Okay, so you could be an alchemist, you could be a barbarian, so you could be an alchemist, you can be a regular alchemist, a grenadier, a vivisectionist, a chirurgeon. I forget how you pronounce that. It's not chirurgeon. You have a barbarian where you could be a barbarian, armored hunk, mad dog, invulnerable ranger. In my case, I usually end up picking wizard, but if you're a wizard, you can be a wizard, an arcane bomber, a Thessalonian specialist, or a scroll savant. And there's all these different things that each one comes with. I'm not going to go into all of those because it's going to drive us nuts to go into all of them. I'm going back and I'm just going to continue my game and I'm going to show you what the basic game is like. And we're going to play this for a while because this is what I want to play. Alchemists are OP. I turned Lindsay into an alchemist. She's half half of her levels are bard and half of her levels are alchemist, and half the time I can't throw a potion because she fucking throws fire potions that explode that deal damage to everyone around them, and usually my characters are in melee at the time. And I'm like, what the fuck? So this game plays normally, if you've ever seen it, real time with pause. So you would normally go into a combat and you would tell them where to go and you would pause it and like tell them different things to do, and they would end up doing it. They've changed it and updated it. If you own the game and if you have not played it since then, you owe yourself to go down. Auto pause, you can have it auto pause for you, but the one thing that I love to death, turn-based mode. I have it turned on. The game now plays in full-on turn-based mode, and it's fucking glorious. I don't need to be here. I've already been here. I think I've already... Wait. I know if I've been here. I should have a short spear +1. I do. Okay. Leave. Just fucking leave. So, characters, for the most part, and I'll show you a little bit more. I have my main character is this guy, which I named him just Dilly. You have a question, why does the Lich not do the disease that puts the marks on Desmond's Kyrian Pari or give them more? That's Izik's. Those are questions that Izik would know, though, too. I don't know. Like, Izik has kept a lot of things from me. I do know some extra stuff, which is why when I play D&D with a group, I don't say as much as I could because I do know a little bit extra because I had helped him in the past before I started playing with them. But there's a lot of stuff he hasn't told me, and even if I did know, it's not something I would say because it kind of ruins that whole thing of finding out. What I would say is write down a lot of your questions because Izik's planning on ending the D&D campaign within about 2 more sessions, and if by the end of the 2 sessions you don't get your answer, ask him the questions. Like, see what he answers, because at that point I think he will just answer anything you ask him. But that's like January. You take the infusion that lets you ignore certain squares into your intelligence. I left Lindsay back. I do have that infusion. It uses an entire action to use. The game plays different if you haven't played it since, like, turn-based. So, main character, you have... Here is what's on your belt. So, currently I have a kitty cat equipped. Tiger. I didn't name it. The cat is an orange tabby and it's just named Tiger. Where is Tiger? There's Tiger. Here he is. There he is. There's Tiger. There's Tiger.
The path is clear.
Tiger has a passive. I found him in my barony. He's cat's feral instincts. Provide a +2 morale bonus on perception and lore. Tweaker. It's Tweaker. So I have a wand of magic missiles. I have a wand of grease. This is my range. The yellow circle is how far it can reach. I used to have a wand of fireballs. I used it all in a fucking random encounter with a hill giant and something called a bullet. And then I have a scroll of acid arrow on me. I have a lot more, but so this is what's on the belt. That's what this tab is. These are just different actions you have. I don't need this. This is just active. This is a special ability that's for wizards. Hand of the Apprentice. You cause your melee weapon to fly from your grasp and strike a foe before instantly returning to you. As a standard action, you can make a single attack using a melee weapon at a range of up to 30 feet. You basically magically throw out your weapon and you have a chance of hitting with it. Your chance is based upon a ranged touch attack. Touch attack means it does not take armor into effect for hitting. That's a D&D 3rd edition thing that 5th edition doesn't touch, because you have armor. This is all your different armor classes. Basic armor class for my wizard is 19, and these are all the bonuses at the top that you can see. Total is 19. He gets a +3 from his dexterity, a +2 deflection bonus from his ring of protection +2, +1 dodge bonus for having the feat dodge, and a +3 dodge for something known as the arcane protector, which I believe is an item he's carrying. Flat-footed or touched. Touched means... Touched is best with this one. This is my paladin. Armor class of 26. Okay? Because of all that shit that he has. His touch armor class, 12. Because it does not take any of your armor into account. It only takes your dexterity and ability to dodge into account. My paladin is able to be touched quite easily. Anyways. Let's move on.
Tread lightly.
Is gold hard to get? Magic items like wands hard to get? I've been finding magic items relatively easily. Gold has been relatively easy to get. However, to transfer the gold into points that you can use into your barony is fucking expensive. So it's kind of a mixed bag. I have a decent amount of money. So this is the overworld map as I currently have it. This is my barony. To get there, it would take me 18 hours. Does matter. Some things are timed. I need to do troll trouble. Where is this? Meet the nymph in her verdant chambers. I don't want to. I don't trust her. So there's a nymph. She told me to come alone into her chambers, and I don't know what to do. AC equals armor plus dex. Touch equals just dex. Flatfoot, just armor. Yes. Gnarled branches. The last fit. I can't kill the gnarled branches. Coins for a dead man's eyes. We met a local, but he certainly wasn't at his best. Troll trouble. To deal with the trolls, we must first learn about them. Okay. I'm hold on. I'm gonna go here because I haven't been here, and I'm gonna regret this.
I need to catch my breath.
She's already tired. All right, we're camping. We're gonna manage. I'm not using rations. We're gonna have her hunt. He can fucking help her hunt. She's going to help with camouflage in the camp. So hunting takes 0 to 0 hours. You'll receive 6 rations. Camp camouflage is a chance of lowering encounter rates. He's gonna cook. We're gonna fucking cook haggis. No one's doing anything special, and these two are watching. They're both my clerics. Begin resting.
You have such a huge sword. How is it that you don't tire of swinging it, Mary?
You have such a busy tongue. How is it that you don't tire of wagging it? Hey, Harem?
So Harem's a god of inevitable death. He is the fucking grimmest individual on the face of the planet. And we're fine. 11 hours? Fucking hell. So we camp for 11 hours. I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna quick save first. We walked across the heath for a long time, yet no sight. This is not normal, by the way. This is sometimes happens when you get the book. We walked across the heath for a time, yet no sight sprang up before our eyes. By turns, we discovered a verdant lowland with several near-about springs streaming down behind another hillside. And then in the distance, in the center of the lowland, among the bush, there stood a single dry tree, a true giant. Its magnificent outline resembled an animal's paw clawing at the sky. But what was truly remarkable, the flat landscape was dotted by mysterious dark humps. They were piled about the height of a man and scattered around in abundance. We determined that we should explore the lowland. The further we trekked, the softer the land became. Step by step, heath grass gave way to moss, low-growing shrubs and ferns, and then sloshy puddles of stinky swamp water. The muddy ground sucked at our feet, and soon our party was jumping from hassock to hassock. Finally, we reached the first group of mysterious humps and learned they were no mere hills, but dugout dwellings. We moved with great care towards the center of the lowland, and there the real swamp began. On the way toward the mysterious giant tree, we saw the foggy outline of another hut, this one much bigger and surrounded by small clay statues. Lore Nature 15, standing one behind another and tied together with a rope, we continued on our journey. I like that idea. Succeeded on the check. We walked slowly, carefully choosing our way, keeping to drier ground as much as possible. So when it says Lore 15, that's a skill. It takes into account the party member with the highest rating in that skill. That 15 is a DC check. It's a difficulty class. So 5th edition uses the same thing. So it basically rolls a d20 behind the scenes, adds in the bonus for whatever party member has the highest skill level. In Somenispo, thank you for the follow. And then it, like, you have to hit basically 15 or higher in order to succeed. We succeeded. Not very hard. I'm pretty sure I had someone that was pretty high. Will it tell me who did it and how high it was? Yeah, right there. Difficulty class 15, roll result 25. We had a plus 10 skill value as the highest. We walked slowly, carefully choosing our way, keeping to drier ground as much as possible, but the further we went, the more difficult it became, and soon we were wading waist-deep through the cattails. Frogs croaked loudly as we peered anxiously into the cloudy water, struggling to make out what shadows flitted along the bottom. We often stumbled and lost our balance, but our trusty rope and 8 of our friends saved us from being lost in the bog. Continue. The insatiable bog gurgled hungrily after us, but we didn't look back. Sodden and weary, we finally made it back to the solid ground, and a palace of sorts rose before our eyes. A spacious hut made up of mud like the rest, but decorated with pebbles, bones, cattail spikes, and snail shells. In front of the palace was a wide and shallow reservoir. Its green water reflected the leaves of huge ferns and primitive clay figurines. The buzzing of gnats was nearly deafening. We were not far to the center of the swamp, and a firm and steady path led there through the thick bushes. At its end, that tall, dry tree stretched mightily upwards, clawing at the firmament. Knowledge World 17. We carefully examined the clay figures, trying to fathom who they might betray. My wizard has a really good knowledge. Why would you lose the rope? Because every time you use a rope, you lose it. I have 2 ropes that I'm carrying around on me, and back at my barony, I can buy rope for like 2 to 5 gold a pop. So I just make sure when I travel, I carry some rope with me. But yeah, no, I get the idea. Why would you just lose your rope? Oh, toss it off to the side. Okay, succeeded at a knowledge world check. Goggle eyes, flat heads with no necks, ears or chins, ugly long legs unnaturally bent. These sculptures could only be the work of boggards, primitive, cruel boggard tribes that inhabited the swamps of Gurund and Avestan since the olden days. What is Gurund? If you hover over green words, it'll tell you. Continent far south of Avestan, across the inner sea and west of the... Okay, anyways. Avestan is another continent. Okay, since the olden days. Pitiless to others and to each other, they were led by the darker instincts of their insane priest kings. They were known to grow young fry in the pools inside the houses. The buzzing of gnats was nearly deafening. We were not far to the center of the swamp. Okay. Let's peek inside the hut. The palace was twice the height of other huts, and its entrance was wide enough that 3 could walk abreast. The walls were decorated, and an unknown builder had scratched drawings in the clay, and it was still wet. The faded scroll depicted huge amphibians devouring smaller figures, some frog-headed, others not. 3 of the 4 rooms boasted large holes filled with water, just like the other dwellings, though here there were steps descending into them, cut into the dirt. In the furthest room, we found the equipment decorating the walls: leather armor, spears, clubs. To our surprise, a number of the items were well preserved. The hut was clearly deserted, so we felt no shame in taking some of it with us. We got a short sword, leather armor, and 137 gold coins. Well, I use this rope time to toss it. We move forward, seeing we draw so near to our goal. It was ever so lovely to walk once again along the well-trodden path. Our soaked clothes imagined being dry, and our mood at once lifted. The bushes that bordered the path seemed to wave at us amiably, with their juicy green leaves and shiny bright red berries. A fresh wind puffed away the rotten smell, and it finally felt like the swamp might be nearly behind us. But then the wind stopped blowing, and the thorny branches continued to move, and we heard a loud shout. Tristian, that's one of my clerics, who was watching our rear, pointed to a surging, crawling wall of green filling in the path behind us. The surrounding thicket was coming to life. Its branches reached out with a soft swishing noise. Drops of sap oozed from their thorns, gleaming in the emerald dust. The path was disappearing. There was no way back, and the clear space ahead was closing. Shit. Mobility 16 or strength 15. We're not that great at mobility. There's a few people that are, but our entire group, I'm gonna... Strength 15. My paladin has like a strength 19. That's kind of hard to hit. Fuck. Mobility, because we do have our one wizard thief in the party that's pretty good at that. Let's see. Oh, thank God. As an experienced traveler can tell you, sometimes you walk and sometimes you run. The branches snatched at our backpacks and clothes, and sprouts tangled at our feet, but we slipped their grasp and we were too quick. Got 22 experience. Finally, after what seemed an endless trek, we came upon the gigantic dry tree that had so intrigued us from the beginning. Lo and behold, we saw an idol cut in its trunk, a huge horned, 3-eyed toad. Its googly eyes made it look both cruel and dumb, almost idiotic. Its muzzle hung half open, sharp toothed with several hanging tongues. Deep brown streaks oozed from the corners of its mouth. Yeah, I'm fine with looking at lore religion. We tried to glean what sort of idol it might be. There could be no doubt this was Gogunta, the master of the great swamp of the demon abyss. Okay, so who's Gogunta? Demon Lord of fetid swamps and serves as the sole goddess of the swamp-dwelling boggarts. Gogunta appears as a frog with many heads and even more eyes. Okay, I hate that already. But what is this? While we were examining the idol, a huge bright blue dragonfly came out of a hollow in the tree and sat invitingly on the very tip of one of our noses. It was so remarkably strange it didn't react to our movements and seemed quite content to remain where it sat. Chaotic evil is like, use fortitude. Suddenly Dilly grabbed the dragonfly, held it in front of his mouth. Oh gods, did he just decide to eat it? What? Lawful good. The idol reeked of evil, to say the least. We were certain to destroy it. Clearly we could not leave such an obscenity unscathed. We drew our swords and slashed at the wooden face, and from it oozed black, sticky blood. We heard a great clap of thunder, and a thick fog arose from nowhere. The birds screamed furiously. More thunder soon followed, and with each strike the sky grew darker and darker. Soon we couldn't see the sun through the fog. The air shuddered again, but was it still thunder or the creaky voice of the monstrous toad? Still our iron blades dug deep into the blood-soaked wood, and at last the idol was smashed into splinters. Eat it. No, because anytime you make a choice anytime you make a choice that has an alignment attached to it, it shifts your alignment slightly in the direction. I don't want my character to shift towards chaotic evil. My character's alignment currently is chaotic good, and most of the time I stay within that chaotic good area. The fog cleared away and silence descended. Suddenly we realized that every frog in the swamp had gone quiet. We turned almost with a sigh of relief and saw that the flesh-eating bush had withered away. Satisfied with a job well done, we returned to where we'd come from. Shit. What is this? Curse of Feeble Bodies. Subject suffers a -2 penalty to Constitution. I'm sorry, what? There's nothing left in this location. I need to get rid of that. Do I have anything on the way? I mean, I have the old sycamore. Might as well. Here. We'll go here. But you could have gotten god powers. I don't know what it would have done. A mystery surrounds King Castruccio Iravetti's accession of the throne of Pitax. Pitax is another kingdom, and I don't trust them. One of our main enemies is a gnome illusionist sorcerer named Tartuccio, and we already killed him, and someone brought him back to life. Okay. This fucking...
Sorry.
So, one thing I learned about clerics in Pathfinder, which I will point out, don't ever, when you go in and you have your spellbook, ever have them learn any of the healing spells. Don't ever prep any healing spells. Reason being, 3.5 edition D&D Pathfinder has this ability for all clerics to change any of the spells they currently have prepped into a heal spell of the same level. So instead of casting any of these spells that we have, they are all potentially healing spells. So don't waste a slot by trying to make a cleric learn no healing. However, lesser restoration. Is it lesser restoration or curse removal? I need to get rid of that stupid thing. He's gonna have to know, where's remove curse? Remove paralysis. Remove curse. Fucking hell. So he's fucked. And Tristan doesn't know enough because I turned him into a sorcerer. Shit, there's a bunch of crap I left here. There's more in this dungeon too, from what I remember. I don't remember if I fully searched it. So if you camp, you actually set up a tent. We need to get rid of this curse. Don't make haggis. Just make a hearty meal. It's fine. Just fucking begin.
Harem, why on earth did you tag along with us, huh? Why do you care where you sit as you wait for your big ending?
Oh, sometimes I wonder. But I am where Grotus's whisper has brought me. And this place is no worse than any other. So
Grotus, the god that Harem worships, is literally the god of the end. Like, when the world ends, when time comes to an ending, Grotus will be the last god to pick up the pieces, to sweep away the ashes before turning around and dying with everything else. That's the concept of Grotus, and it's the most fucking depressing god ever. Oh, goody, I spoiled the hearty meal. Can I see if it's a curse? I can. I'll show it to you. Curse. Well, it says curse, first of all. If I go into the character, I think it's right here. It's just curse. So everyone is a constitution curse, and I think it's because of that fucking idol.
The end draws near.
This is not guaranteed to work. He has to make a DC check with every spell he casts for this. Unselfish Degasson, thank you for the follow. We're gonna camp again. This is like a fucking waste of time, but you know what? No, we're not. We're not camping. We're leaving. What is Tiger begging for? Wait, where's the... Oh, because of the whole party. There we go. There it is. The tiger cat. What do you mean depressing? That sounds cool. Grotus? It's fucking depressing to me. This is everything we left behind. Look at all this shit. From all the mites of the kobolds we killed here. It's fucking a pain in the asses. Loot first, then leave. Nah. They're worth, like, nothing. Like, literally all those items will sell for, like, 1 or 2 gold. So I just leave them. Their weight... When you weigh yourself down to sell, it doesn't do good for you. Ooh. 5 hours. Let's go. I want to claim it. So an excavation site is a point of resource. I have to pay 15 BP, which is build points. I have 569 to claim this resource. It will add +1 culture to my barony. So I'm going to claim it. That's one of the reasons why I came here. I knew there was a reason I came here. I also want to get this part mapped. 7 hours ago. Honestly, I don't know what I have. I have something like a curse that's supposed to hit in like 6 months. You thought I said Scrotus. I mean, okay. What else do I have to do? The Mushrooms of the Mud Bowl, Ancient Curse Part 2. 183 days and 12 hours. This is my time limit. I'm scared of that. Honestly, the best thing I have to do is to go this way. But... hold on. You know what? Go up.
I need to catch my breath.
Why does she get so tired so quickly? No, I don't want to enter that location. Actually, yeah, let's see. What is this? I don't know what this is. Can I save before going to the nymph? Yes. Yes, I can. But the thing is, I've already been there. I have to go alone.
May we have a moment of rest?
She just straight out refuses to do anything unless I'm alone. So that's... I had a camp there at one point. It remembers where you camped. I want to see if anything changed. I don't think anything changed. Fucking spider. Step on it! Damn it. Derek Brightshield is a paladin that I created because I needed someone. Also, be glad this place isn't the Pathfinder equivalent of Ravenloft.
I feel tired.
Now they're getting tired. What is all this up here?
Adventures can wait.
Would you like to begin wasting? Not yet. I want to go there. I want to go to that old oak. I don't know what the fuck that is, and I want to go to it. Let's rest again. Manage. We'll use... I have 12 rations. Fucking hell. Just fucking hunt. And please don't take 12 hours.
Everyone is striving somewhere, wanting something, fighting for something, like the silly fuss of little blind mice.
But you fight beside us. Is this because you don't understand your own God's teachings? Or perhaps there's wisdom in participating in worldly matters?
Those two talk about their religion to each other way too much because they're both different. It took 12 hours. Hunting took 12 hours. I swear there's a reason why you just want to carry rations with you, because then it doesn't take extra time. I basically spent a day camping because we had to hunt and then everything else. The fuck is this? It's like the weirdest layout ever. 2 hours to go to Oleg's. Yeah, whatever. I want to get rid of this curse. Hi. Why are you so huggy today? I'm sorry. I'm trying to get Isaac to play this game at some point. I don't know if he will. I want to get into a fight so I can show you guys what it's like, but we will. We will. Trust me. This? It's not multiplayer. I've checked. I thought it was. I think there might be a multiplayer campaign in it, but I don't know. I'd have to look again. It failed to remove on Christian. He failed his check to remove it. Okay, hold on. Fucking hell. All right. I don't need this many remove. Okay, let's put in prayer because fucking hell, prayer saves my life way too often. And delay poison communal because I've had way too many times where poison has fucked us over. Just leave. Oh wait, what is this? Oh wait, no, this is shared staff. Just leave. That's my stash. You would carry about a month's rations if you could. They're heavy. That's my problem. They're heavy. That's why I only carry 12. I should probably carry more than that. I could have bought more there. I mean, I can. Hold on. You know what? Just go back in. Here, let's buy some. Because Oleg's Trading Post is one of your first stops when you're first trying to get your barony off the ground. And this is like your home base for a bit. It's no longer my home base.
I'll go ahead.
But should be able to talk to... Hey, Boken. Oleg, show me your wares. Do you have... He has weapons, lots of weapons. A lot of the weapons I sold to him. He also has special magical weapons. Engraved bracelet. Eh. Lesser reach, meta magic rods. I don't want those. Where's... Fucking hell. I think it's his wife. Is the weight not like 0.1? No. I can show it to you. These are the rations. They are each 10 pounds. I'm carrying 120 pounds in rations. 60 pounds per ration, and you need 1 per person. Staglord has defeated Svetlana. Soon everything will change around here. Seems like I've completely forgotten how to hope for the better, but my heart already belongs to these wildlands. Perhaps in time I'll grow into peaceful, prosperous, whatever. So I have to go. Just give me fucking rations. Never mind. She doesn't want to sell me rations. Get the fuck out of here.
Let's head out.
Whatever. We're just leaving. Come on, guys. So I have 2 characters, if you see the light. I have 2 characters with lights on them. And if we desperately need more light, we have the cantrip. This actually works because the actual dungeons are dark. Did they increase the weight for the game? I think the weight was always that heavy in previous games. I'm not certain. It's supposed to be camping supplies / rations. You can carry quite a bit with a full party, but when you start getting into the heavy, when your party starts getting heavy, they start having penalties to things like movement. I want to claim this area for my barony, and I can't even do it yet because I haven't spent enough time. Oh, look at that. I don't need to go there. Not yet.
I need to catch my breath.
Why are you always tired? 10 hours. For fuck's sake. Go.
I feel tired.
Shut up. No. Not gonna begin resting. Now we can rest. Look at this. Look how tired everyone is. Manage. Just use some fucking rations. Go. Begin resting. Talk about your religion again. Oh, the Tenebrous depths are over there. God, I'm not going. Oh, jeez. We could take a look at the Tenebrous depths, but I have a feeling they'll just murder us. I have a feeling they're really, really difficult. There's an abandoned hut there. I want to get to the old oak. I don't know anything about it, and I want to get there. All right. I don't know what the old oak is. I don't know what's up here. It's dark.
We should prepare.
All right, first things first. Mage armor.
Share your trouble.
The path is clear. Our duty calls.
More light. Oh shit. Man-eater troll. How strong are you? Do we know? The level 6, level 2. I think that means it's a challenge rating 8. H cancels movement.
Ready and willing.
She has a bow.
Consider me provoked.
Enemy near.
So he's take 13 damage. So this is turn-based combat with it now. So you get a move action, a standard action. Every 5 feet you can move, and you can move 30 within a single, and you can go beyond that. Because we're in a quick sneak attack, he can only do a single thing pretty much, but I can make him charge. Trolls regenerate every turn. So you looked it up, and the weight ration is a bit higher than you remembered at 1 pound, but you also remember the Wonder Meal Cheese. Just Wonder Meal Cheese. Spacebar ends up ending it, so I'm gonna have her attack. Harem is not gonna reach in time. So Bless gives us all, like, bonuses. Bonuses are good. Your characters will miss a lot in this. Trolls regenerate every single round some hit points. Fire and acid is the only way to keep them dead and to kill them. This is an acid-based cantrip, and I fucking missed. 2 versus 8. Good job. Good fucking job. Tristan. Fucking missed. 7 versus 16. Amiri, get the fuck over there. And you can press spacebar to move them faster.
This will hurt!
Are you fucking kidding me? 4 and a 9.
Repent.
You failed. I'm gonna try throwing my dagger using my Hand of the Apprentice ability. Missed. Good job. Fucking hell, I swear to God, these characters. The other thing is all ranged attacks, especially like he has a crossbow, get a -4 penalty when firing at a target that's engaged in melee.
You forced my hand.
And he still hit. But if you look at it, it sits there and it will say how he dealt damage, and if you really want to see what's causing them to hit and what's causing them to like get penalties, you can hover over it in the text and it will show you. So the attack result was 21 there, and you can see his attack bonus all the way down there. Plus he has a penalty of a -4 for shooting into combat because my characters are engaged. And he can move about 5 feet.
Ouch.
Fucking kidding me?
This is for you!
You fucking missed. Amiri, get over here. She's a barbarian, so I'm having her enrage. Just because Amiri does a ton of damage usually. Are you evil? Because I can just mark you. Smite evil.
You should have run!
Makes him easier to hit. Hurry him, go.
Your life ebbs low.
And acid. Fucking splash. Spell. Get fucking acid splash in here. We're gonna need to hit it with acid splash once we take it down. Otherwise it'll just regenerate and get back up. Acid or fire. I do have flasks, but fucking hit it with your bow.
If I have to.
Tear them apart!
See, it's down, it's not dead. Because we need to kill it with acid. Get it out of there so we can... There we go. Wonder Meal is a super cheap ration that is half a pound and 1 copper piece. Downside is if you eat it for a week without eating anything else, you have to make a DC 15 fortitude check every day until you eat something like a trail ration. So for a month, you buy 4 trail rations for 20 SP and 26 Wonder Meal for a cheap month's worth of food. What happens if you fail your DC 15 fortitude? I'm sorry, you're carrying a magic belt of what? Info. Giant strength +2. Who's not wearing a belt? She is. No, she is. What is she wearing? Belt of Mighty Constitution. I like you with Constitution, but I like you more when you can hit things. Wait, why is your strength like this? She's fatigued. Oh, because she's a okay. Constitution, here. Have this. Now you don't have any hit point penalties. I'm sorry, a dead person? Light crossbow. That's a magic crossbow. Info. Light crossbow +1. Ooh, maybe you can hit shit now. You are sickened, and sickened is just -2 to all checks. That's horrible. Remember, -2 in Pathfinder is detrimental as fuck. Like, it's not like 5th edition where, like, -2 is like, oh, it's okay.
Tread lightly.
It's a boggart.
What's the holdup?
Watch each other.
God damn it.
You can't stop me.
5 versus 6, why do you fucking suck so much?
This works differently.
He's not going to be able to reach him. If he gets in the way... Oh, shit. There's 3 bogards. It's actually worse than you remember. Rather sicken, the character takes -2 penalty on all attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability. Ew. Is that what sicken does? Because you can get sickened in this, and I don't like that. Why is Tristan in so much danger here? Shoot at that one.
To make this swift.
Hey! Hareem, kill this.
Waste.
Why do you suck at hitting things? I swear Hareem sucks at hitting things. But still pretty good because you eat 6 Wonder Meal and then the end of the week with a trout. Yeah, but I mean... It's kind of crap. I use my cantrips a lot just because I don't have to spend a spell, and I don't feel like these guys are really worth it.
I'm not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed.
Not a spell, it's a fucking ability. Shut up, Amiri. Sorry, what? Did anyone get scared by that? No. Oh shit. Forgot Tristan's still cursed. Octavia.
Consider me provoked.
Decisive Pectit. Thank you for the follow. I think she missed. Why did you miss? Rolled a 15 versus a 16. Good job. You're so worthwhile.
Strike! This strike! My masterpiece!
God damn it, Derek. Like, oh my god, the terrifying croak. What the fuck?
So it's come to this.
Are they evil? Let me see.
Become as dust.
If you press Y, you can go into analysis mode, and if you don't know enough, right-clicking on them allows you to make a check based off of what you know to see how much information you can get off of them. God damn, they have a lot. They are chaotic evil.
Your life ebbs low.
Can they stop trying to scare us? I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of them. Level 2 spell here. This bounces between targets. Of course they make a reflex slave. Why wouldn't they?
They go down!
Amiri doing over-the-top damage. I have had her crit hit more often than not, and she does shit tons of damage when she crit hits. Here, use your... So, she's a transmuter. A transmuter... Is a transmuter? Is that what they're called? She's a transmutation specialist wizard, basically. As a transmutation specialist, she gets this ability. I think it's called adaptability. No, that's her half-elf. She has the ability to transmute her stats, essentially. I didn't know transmutation specialists could do this kind of shit. She can give herself a +2 bonus in one of 3 stats: strength, dexterity, or constitution. She has it almost constantly turned on to dexterity. So she just gets this physical... Oh, it's a +1. But she has the physical enhancement modifier, period, all the time. Like, fucking hell. It's a little OP, but she also gets this special ability called Telekinetic Fist. 1d4 points of bludgeoning damage +1 for every 2 wizards levels. And it's a ranged touch attack. And her sneak attack counts. Transmutationist. Does that notification say nice room or mushroom? It says mushroom. It's from .hack.
Don't hold back!
Like, Izzik doesn't know what to change it to, but he loves the .hack series from back in the day. Yeah, no spells in Pathfinder can be broken. I know there's always going to be spells in any of the settings that are broken, but in my opinion, Pathfinder and older D&D versus 5th edition D&D. 5th edition D&D, a level 1 wizard can beat the shit out of almost any character with a single spell with the right rolls. Like, Magic Missile at level 1 throws out 3 missiles in 5th edition D&D, which to me, I'm all like, why? Because I'm used to older editions where you get 1 Magic Missile plus another one for every 2 levels, up to 5 missiles total. And so, right now, my level 6 wizard throws out 3 magic missiles, which in 5th edition, a level 1 wizard does. And the level 1 wizard in 5th edition D&D does the same amount of damage that my current 6th level wizard does with a level 1 spell. Which, it's fine. There's like all types of semantics you can end up arguing for, against. I happen to like some of the nitty-gritty stuff that Pathfinder does. And I happen to like this game a lot for the fact that it does all of that. And I especially like it more so since it became turn-based. Like, it's a lot easier to deal with. When it was real-time with pause, I found the game to be a little daunting sometimes because I felt like I couldn't manage my party well enough with some of the crap that would end up happening. Oh, we gotta get to this tree. That's the whole point where we're here. What is the deal with this tree? Why is the water all green and weird? Can we get to this tree?
The path is clear.
Is there an entrance to it? There looks like there's an entrance here. Like right there. I can't get to it.
Let's head out.
This is weird. Okay, maybe there's something here later. I don't know. Could you have more than 6 party members? No, not in this one. There's another... You love magic. There's another game that the company is working on. They're doing another Pathfinder game, Wrath of the Righteous. I think they're working on war mechanics in Wrath of the Righteous where you have actual troops that you can command. Because Wrath of the Righteous is supposed to be a full-on war. And it looks fantastic from what visuals I've seen of it. But yeah, I don't know anything beyond that. Kind of want to go this way. Tuskgutter's Lair I've already dealt with. Someone on the road, get ready. Okay. Random encounter. Better not kill me. Maybe you need a boat? I don't know. A bandit fighting a troll. That's an alchemist. That's 4 trolls. That's a whole bunch of bandits. That's, what are you, a sorcerer? And a rogue. And an alchemist. Hello, Anoli. What the fuck is this troll? What is that on him? Hold on. That is just a level 6 troll. Level 6. What are you? Level 7 fighter. Level 4 rogue. Level 4 rogue. 4 ape Rapunzel. Thank you for the follow. Bandit alchemist level 4. That's not too bad. Necromancer. Fucking level 5 wizard. And of course it's raining. Fucking hell. So in case you don't know, rain in this game. Rain reduces visibility, resulting in a -6 penalty on perception checks and a 20% chance to miss on all ranged attacks due to concealment. Also, we have a thunderstorm. Oh, fucking damn it. Take out the alchemist, the necromancer. I don't trust spellcasters. She hit. God damn it. Here. Bless. Too bad you don't have a druid. I don't have a druid. I don't have a druid in my party. I have not met a druid. I'd have to hire one. I've never actually seen the rain get to this point. Well, that rogue is down. This is as far as we can see with the rain, I think. What the fuck is going on? Why is everything like shaking? Is that supposed to be the wind? Amiri can't even run far enough to do anything. All right. Yeah, we're all stuck to half of our movement. Storm. -6 penalty on perception checks, 20% chance to miss on all ranged attacks due to concealment. Fucking hell. Well, this is my favorite. Fucking hell. Fireball the hell out of them. I mean, even if they take that guy down, it's not guaranteed to do anything. We need to get to that necromancer. That necromancer is going to cause us problems. Druids have a spell where if there's a thunderstorm, it deals 3d10s instead of 3d6s. Are you serious? I don't know if that spell exists in this one, though. If it does, it'd be pretty cool. I haven't seen a storm before. The trolls are murdering everything pretty heavily. I might want to actually help the bandits first. Because there's only 2 bandits left. Why are you so slow? What does he have on him? I don't know. Hit him. Octavia, hit him. I mean, pretty decent. God fucking damn it, this fucking hell. Got him. With fire, so we took him out. I have a feeling they're moving like this because of the storm. Come on, Derek. Miri, can you reach him? You can. Okay. He's charging. Critical hit. 34. Fucking hell. Did I not cast? Oh, fucking hell. I moved too much. Shit. Will you leave him alone? They're blinding the trolls. Oh, fucking hell. Just throwing the fucking... Just hit him. Can. There we go. There goes the alchemist. Derek, lay on hands on yourself. It's a swift action.
This will hurt.
Okay, that troll's down but not dead.
Bring it.
Fucking hell, Amiri, seriously? Let's try and shoot acid at it. There, now it's dead. Can't even see Harim through the branches.
Consider me provoked.
I mean, here, go here. And then, so clerics have another ability where if, depending on if you're good or if you're evil, they can channel energy from their god. They can channel, if they're an evil cleric, they channel energy to damage every living creature around them or to heal the undead. Good clerics have the ability to channel positive energy to either heal the living around them, and because I have a feat on Tristan and Harim both, they have selective channeling, so it only heals their party members instead of every living creature. They also have the ability to channel positive energy to damage all undead creatures around them. In this case, it's basically an AoE party heal for a very small amount. But it's helpful. Can you kill him? Derek, fucking hell.
Tear them apart.
Amiri just bit him. Throw your dagger. See if you can hit him. 2. Good. Good job.
What a waste.
Well, Harim actually hit that one. Can you stop hitting my... Derek? Derek's about to go down. What did he do? He cast fear? Did it work? Is that troll afraid? That troll has a bunch of shit on him.
This is for you.
Can I reach you? No. Because I'm gonna want to heal. Oh, there goes the necro.
Strike.
Okay, troll's down. Move him this way because then it moves him out of Amiri's way, so she can do. In order to use the charge ability, you need a straight, uninterrupted line to your target. If he had stayed there, it would have been fine, but Amiri can't charge this one. The spell is called Call Lightning. It is in this one, I think. I used it, but I had it. There is a Call Lightning spell. I didn't see the text to see if it does more. But yes, it's in this game. Now she can charge. Kill him. Fucking hell. Harim, kill him. Harim, fucking hell. And he just regained 5. Octavia is a wizard too, so we're gonna try and hit him with. There we go. Dead.
You forced my hand.
Can you leave Harim alone? So they're regenerating 5 hit points every single turn.
Don't hold back!
This storm is driving me nuts.
They go down!
Alright. She can stop raging. Alright, we did it. Although, 2 things. 1, remove Curse from Tristan, hopefully. Please do this right. Yay. And now, try a good heal on our Paladin. Cure serious wounds. There we go. And let's see what spoils we got. Oh my god. That lightning bolt. Masterwork longsword sells for 100. Heavy shield. See, look at bottom right shows you how much gold it's worth. This is only worth 12. This is worth 5. They're so fucking heavy. It's easier just to grab the treasures than anything that's considered masterwork or magical. Look at this alchemist had all this shit on him. Alchemical fire and what is this? Light crossbow, studded armor, and a scroll of frigid touch. Level 2. Scroll of frigid touch. Copy to spellbook. I just put everything in my spellbook. Everyone here is a boom. Hi, Brad. Can we move faster than this? Fucking storm. God. Which makes a level 10 druid during a thunderstorm very dangerous if they get 10 bolts around. Dear God. I remember having Call Lightning in Baldur's Gate. Like the first Baldur's Gate 1. Jaheira had can get Call Lightning. I used to beat the shit out of everything with that. Okay, that was okay. I don't necessarily know if I want him to know remove curse, but I mean, normally I have resist energy communal on. And then I should get rid of that one and turn this into Blessing of Luck and Resolve. Summon a small elemental. You know what? Why not? My point is I need as much experience as possible, and I need to figure out where the hell these trolls are coming from. There's stuff going on at my kingdom.
I need to catch my breath.
Travel.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, will be
When will
interesting.
stop?
Manage, use rations, it's fine. They'll still hunt. Go.
Do you really not like to have fun? Or you just don't know how to? Do you want me to hold a festival for you when we get back to the capital? We can stuff our faces, dance and get drunk. What do you say?
I say you are very kind, Octavia, but such help will do me no good. I'll only get a headache from the music and dancing. As for the drinking, well, I better keep away from that too.
Oh my god. When you find Harim in the beginning of the game, he's basically lying down, barely hurt, and he's sitting there and talking about how his end has finally come. He's about to meet his god. Oh, woe is him. Oh, it's so amazing. And you're all like, you're barely scratched. He has a healing potion. He's like, no, don't deny me this. A dwarf that doesn't... He's very weird. And he's so fucking, like, so fucking creepy, crazy. The characters are all pretty interesting for the most part, all the pre-made ones. They have interesting personalities. What's her name? What is her whole deal? Amiri wants to prove herself, and the thing is that apparently her tribe that she comes from does not believe that women should be warriors, and she was like, fuck that shit, I'm gonna prove that I'm as good as anyone. And her tribe just won't properly recognize her. She is pretty devastating for the most part. Her strength is shit unless you magically enhance her. I think her standard strength is like 15. Her constitution's decent. But if you get her into a rage and you build her up properly, she does a lot of damage. She was a slave along with... She's romanceable. Her boyfriend slash boy toy is a half-orc who's kind of hot in a way. And he's romanceable. And they both swing both ways. I'm trying to push her off to the side. I'm going after the guy. They're both evil. Not evil as in we're gonna kill people. They're just evil. The evil quote-unquote alignment is a character that looks out for themselves first and foremost. It's basically selfishness. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the barony. So we have the tavern that we can go to, our main square, and our throne room. We're gonna go into the throne room. I do need to go to the main square because I need to sell what I have. And the merchants there will do that. If you find anything lying around when you're traveling, you can sell, you can give it, you have, oh, Jenna. A peasant woman, her face soaked with tears, approaches you quickly. Oh, your grace, woe is me. I've met my darkest hour. You're my last hope. By all the gods ever prayed to, don't leave me in need. My name is Jenna Tennyson. Our village is a short way from here. It's been 2 days since my boy, Tig, ran away, and I haven't seen him since. We've searched and searched, but it's no use. If we don't find him, no one else will. Do you have any idea where he might be? Jenna looks around cautiously and whispers, there's this old hag in the gnarl marshes, a swamp witch. I won't say her name out loud, don't you even ask. The mere thought of her chills the blood in my veins. She has the evil eye and she eats people. She even turns into a black raven and soars in the sky. It's sure as day that she took my boy. I've met the witch. She is a literal fucking witch. She has like a green tinged skin, pointy ears and a pointed nose and a pointed chin. And she literally is wearing a pointy hat. She's asked me to get her mushrooms and then she would do something of my asking. I don't know anything about her. I do know that she has a tiny little hut in the middle of the swamp and she has a small garden, and I did use detect magic because wizards have the ability to just detect magic at will. I used the detect magic skill on her fucking scarecrow. Her scarecrow is warded up the yin-yang to like defend her house, and I have no idea what it will do. So I kind of left her home alone. Do people disappear frequently here? They sure do. There are so many hazards around, it's hard to name them all. Wild beasts in the forest and monsters and some troblins and bandits and whatever. Even adults have a hard time surviving here, and for a little kid, oh. I'll try to find him. Oh, your grace, thank you so much. I'll be praying to Aristil to grant you long life. Aristil's one of the gods. I think he's a god of, he's known as Old Deadeye and the Stad God. He's the oldest of the human gods still worshipped in the Inner Sea and is concerned with family, farming, hunting, and trade. He's basically like a god of the peasant folk for the most part. May the gods, good gods help you, the sobbing woman leaves. I'll be nearby in the tavern, if there's news. Okay. What kind of parents would let their child roam through the woods where even a seasoned adventurer might have become something sick? Am I supposed to go to the witch and ask her? She's not going to do anything until I give her the fucking mushrooms. And trying to get to the mushrooms is a pain in the ass. What's going on in my kingdom? So you click on your table that's right there, and you can manage your kingdom. So visitor waits in the castle. Yes, we already dealt with her. We have 4 days left for her to be dealing with this. So the advisors you can assign, I still don't have a financial advisor because the only one available is Derek. He's -5 because he's a fucking mercenary that I hired. I have played the game enough before to know where I can find a financial advisor, but he needs to appear, as far as I can tell, and he hasn't appeared yet for me. There's a mermaid in a river where trade ships operate. She's begun to sink passing vessels. She must be chased away from here before she scares off all the merchants. Takes 14 days to resolve. It's a problem. Shit. Another one. A nasty rumor. A nasty rumor is spreading, injurious to the Baron's reputation. It said that the Brevoy wants more territory, and that Lady Jamandi Aldori's people have already been dispatched to get rid of the local population and free up the lands for the colonizers. See, they're already involved in other stuff. What am I supposed to do? Should be attended before Rova 9:47. Okay, so it tells you at the top how long you have. Unknown troublemakers are spurring the people to rebel against their against their ruler. Rumblings of popular discontent can be heard in the capital. Advisors should either answer to the rabble rousers or nip the rebellion in the bud. Howling wolves. Wolves are breeding at a surprising rate. The local forests are full of the ravenous beasts, and there's not enough quarry to feed them all. Starving wolves howl at night to gather into packs and attack the villagers, and you're both occupied. Everyone's fucking occupied. Research into the nature of curses. I still need to do this. I can't do it yet, because he's off building a fucking temple right now. He has 30 days left to rebuild this temple. I have 4 days for some... So I have 4 days to do something before one of them becomes free and I can set them to do something else. In the meantime, this is a storyteller. You can go to the storyteller and stuff that you collect around. You can sit there and say, hey, I need a wise advisor at my court. Is Kuramin, thank you for the follow. Caden Kaleen is the best god. I don't even know who Caden Kaleen is. Leave you to your legends till we meet again. He doesn't have anything for me. Let's go and see what we can sell. I mean, I could try and get the mushrooms for the witch and try and help that lady, but I don't think I'm high enough level yet. Because when I started heading in that direction, everything's like level 8 I'm running into, and it's like decimating my party. Like, we were dying like crazy. Your character's repeatedly missing the enemy. Try toggling off combat abilities like power attack or defensive fighting, or try using effects that grant a bonus on attack rolls. So you can set your characters to fight defensively. It gives them a bonus to their defense. It also gives them a penalty to hit. But if your character's taking a ton of damage, I have taken a character that's super armored that the enemies are aiming towards, set them in defensive fighting, and just had them be a target. I do that with Harim and with my Paladin a lot, because the two of them have the most armor. Okay, so we have these three guys is one. He sells scrolls. This guy just sells armor and stuff. Same with this guy. Let's see what you have. Let me offer. If you hit offer, it sells all of your treasure stuff that's not worth anything. I could also sell that. The Masterwork Sword. This short spear +1 I'm never going to use. And this one short sword, I don't remember where it came from. Deal, 888. Armor, yeah, I don't know where that came from. Where did this come from? Other armor? Fucking hell. Yep, 2 gold. Whatever. And I have a Ring of Protection +1. I keep finding these rings, honestly, so I'm gonna sell it. I don't know what these berries are for, so I'm not touching them. Go into your inventory, you can see everything, and you can type in ascending order. I have 3 rations. This is a bag of holding, allows us to hold an extra 100. What about wands? I think he has a few. Or he or the other one does. Yeah, he has a Wand of Daze and a Wand of Ray of Sickening. I have no desire for either of them. Daze is a cantrip.
The path is clear.
And it doesn't work as well anymore. Let's see what you have. I don't know if he has wands. He has a lesser maximized meta magic rod. He has a Cloak of Shadows. He's got a Wand of Fireball, 3,240, but it only has 9 charges on it. Caster level 8? Holy fuck. Stone to Flesh. Level 6 Transmutation. Raised Dead, I only have a handful of those. Scroll of Haste. Haste has been a fucking godsend. Stone to Flesh I'm going to want at some point. Do you sell rations so I don't have to go and get any? What is this petrified egg for? Useful household item. Merchant would pay well for it. I must have sold that to him. Decorated scabbard I sold. Dinosaur bones are used for casting certain spells. I have diamond dust. Here we go. Camping rations. 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. Trying to think. How much do we have? We have 3 on us. So I need 1 more. That will give us 12. That's 2 days worth. Deal. Alright. Can you learn spells from scrolls? Yes. Only as long as your character is able to do that. Since I have a wizard, this is his spell book. Cantrips that I have, level 1 spells that I've learned, which I think I've gotten every level 1 spell available, I think. Level 2 spells that I've learned, level 3, and I have 1 level 4 because I found this scroll and I recorded it, but I can't cast it yet. Yeah. Ray of Sickening is good. Wait, Ray of Sickening? What level is that? I want to say it's like level 1, isn't it? Ray of Enfeeblement. Where is Ray of Sickening? I don't have it. Do I have it here? See, these are all my scrolls that I have. Ray of Enfeeblement.
I'll go ahead.
Must have been one that he had. And then you can change out your party. So this is the half-orc. He's not bad. He's a fighter mage of sorts, but he's a particular type of fighter. He's an Eldritch warrior, I believe. It's a level 1 spell. What is Pathfinder Kingmaker about? It's basically an RPG. At the moment, we're basically in charge of our own barony, and I don't know what the overall plot is yet. But originally, when you start out in the game, you're a level 1 adventurer brought into basically a courtroom of a local noble who basically says that they're having a special contest, that there's these lands that have no rulers attached to them, known as the Stolen Lands, and anyone who did large enough good deed in the area would be granted a section of land as their own barony. You end up being one of the adventurers that ends up getting one of the sets of land, and you become in charge of your own barony. I actually need to expand my barony, but I need one of my advisors to be free. Here, let me see if Ray of Sickening is available. Perhaps another time. Farewell. Zarcy would have it. Show me your wares. Because they're in alphabetical order, I think, aren't they? Wait. No, I think they're in level order. Ray of Enfeeblement. There's no Ray of Sickening. There's no Ray of Sickening! Cause fear.
The path is clear.
It's gotten better since they gave the turn-based combat update. I've always liked the RPGs that played like Baldur's Gate and Pillars of Eternity, which had the pause, the real-time with pause mechanic, which this one is built with. But in August, they released an update that allows you to play the game as turn-based combat, which has made the game a lot more tactical for me, and I just like it a lot better. So I do like her, but Lindsay's kind of a favorite. She's a bard, but I've also turned her into a bard alchemist. He thought he had a wand of it. He did. You're right. And I ignored it. Shit. I'm trying not to buy the wands at the moment because I have a bunch of wands and I haven't been severely using them. The one wand that I've been using a lot of, I used up my fireball. So the witch is here. Find a way to put the dead man to rest. There's 2 quests there. She wants me to go here. There's also Candlemere Tower. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to say save game. We're going to save there, just so I have an actual save, because quick saves you get 3 and then they start saving over them. That's going to take 13 hours. We're going to be tired. It's fine. Whatever. Oh, I need to go back to the ford. Wait. Shit. I need to reload.
Their life ends here.
Yeah, it's trolls, but it's fine. I kind of wanted to do the trolls, but I need to reload. I want to see if that one potential advisor is available. He's a gnome. He's either halfling or he's a gnome. And the one time I found him, he was at the ford. And he had been waylaid by some kobolds. But at that time when I was playing the game, I had to reload it because the curse of Bald Hilltop fucked me over. And when I looked online, people said you need to spend the first month with your barony traveling around and leveling up. Otherwise, the curse is going to fuck you over. Because the curse is a portal that opens up between the world of the Fae and the world. Yep, he's here. And this world. And it basically, there's a thing called a doom spider that comes out. That thing is fucking invisible in the beginning. And if it hits you with a sneak attack while invisible, it does something like 40 damage to the first person it hits. And it just decimates you. There's fucking kobolds here. Lindsay, get there.
Patience.
Just go into the fight. They're kobolds.
This suffering.
We're gonna murder them. Lindsay.
Serves you right.
Yeah, they don't have very high. It's starting to rain. No, it's only in this area up here. What the fuck is that? So this is the turn-based combat. Kobolds are cute. They're tiny lizard things. I don't consider them cute. I don't really want to waste a spell on them yet. Here, I'll throw my dagger. Missed. Good job. It looks like it's raining, but it's only up there. I don't know what the fuck that is. Is that rain? That is rain. Shit. It is starting.
Repent.
Harim, fucking hell. Man. Are you kidding me? The fucking boomsayer. It's essentially a shaman. Alright. Paladin.
This will hurt.
There. He hit one. Tristan is dazed, and so is Amiri from the fucking Thunder thing. Savory Devi, thank you for the follow. Lindsay, just fucking start singing. That gives us, so, Bardic Song, it lasts, this number 16 is not the number of uses, the number of rounds. So when it hits her turn again, that's going to be one down. It's a first level Bard ability. I don't remember how many uses you get, how many you can actually determine. It says in the class. She gives an affected ally, so anyone within the aura, you can see it all the way around. It's really big. It gives anyone a +1 morale bonus on saving throws against charm and fear effects, a +1 competence bonus on attack and weapon damage rolls. This is, again, Pathfinder, which is essentially D&D 3.5, which means that bonuses do not stack. So if you have a competence bonus already, it does not stack on top of that. It takes whichever one is highest. Competence bonuses are not often from spells I've seen, so usually Bard Song works.
Ow.
Ow! Actually, you know what? Fuck this. Magic Missile on the Boomsayer. How much damage does he have? He's barely. You can see him at the top. When you hover over them, you get a gold outline around them. He's gonna go in 2 more turns because it's first it's Harim and then it's him. I actually want to get one of my... I want to get someone over there. Here, fucking Bane. He cast a spell next to 2 of them, so they all got, like... They all got attack rolls. I wonder if I can somehow... move him over. They basically got attacks of opportunity. You've sworn they stack in Pathfinder? No, they don't. I mean, you can get bonuses that stack. For instance, armor class is a good way to do it. You can see he has a -1 dexterity bonus because his dexterity is low for his armor class, but his base value is 10. He has a deflection bonus from a ring of +1, so that's +1 to his armor, plus a +10 because of his half plate with +2 magic. He's got a +3 to his heavy shield, and then he's got a natural armor bonus of +1. If I gave him something else that gave him a natural armor bonus, it would only take the one that was highest. So if I had an amulet of +2 armor that he was also wearing a ring of like +1 armor, and they were both the same armor bonus, it would only take the +2. So no, they don't stack. Fucking annoyed as fuck on his fucking thunder call.
You should have run!
Derek, get over there. Basically, I'm trying to get someone close enough so when this stupid boomsayer... Oh, it's a bard.
Repent!
When that stupid kobold uses his ability, he'll, like, provoke an attack of opportunity and just get himself killed. Dagger. Hit 5 damage. It's a magic dagger that I'm throwing. It's the reason why this dagger that I have, it's a, what is it called? An arcane protector. So it's a +1 dagger, grants its wielder a +3 dodge bonus to armor class, and it has an immunity to nauseated. So what is his armor class as a result of this thing? +3 dodge bonus for arcane protector. He's got a 19 armor class without mage armor on.
Your life ebbs low.
There we go. I should turn this on. Then he has Destructive Smite, which is his clerical ability. God damn it! Oh, he doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity with that. Oh, goody. And Tristan's stunned again. Namiri's going this way. I need to uncluster people, I think. Lindsay, get over here. Look at how tiny she is. She's a little halfling. She's so cute. Lindsay's adorable in this game. Bomb time. I could, but the problem is I'll hit everyone. Lindsay does have potions she can make. They're all explosive potions because she's part alchemist. So Destructive Smite adds let's see. Gains supernatural ability to make a melee attack with a morale bonus on damage rolls equal to half of your level in the class that you gave to this domain. So the class is Cleric, so half, so it's a +3 damage bonus.
What a waste.
Which was enough. He's dead. Fuck him. Can you leave Harim alone?
Strike!
And because I had 2 characters and melee distance between them, that thing was considered flank. So, which means it takes a penalty to its armor class.
Tear them apart!
Lindsay.
You deserved it.
There you go. We're all pretty damaged because of that stupid thing. So
Right here, my
Tristan.
friend.
One more.
I'll try to make this swift.
Oh, we're just looking at them. Can we see which ones we can loot? They're kobolds. They're not gonna have masterwork anything, is my guess. Look at this one, had a scroll of frigid touch and a masterwork light crossbow. Take that back. Camp looks habitable. Its owners must be somewhere nearby. Which they are. I know where they are. They're on the river. The gnomes fought fiercely, but eventually they were outnumbered. Okay, so he's not a halfling. He's a gnome. Bomb time. Acceptable losses. Potions of healing. What is this? A crowbar? It's a crowbar. Oh, look. Another rope. And I forgot to pick one up, so that's good. Scroll of Scorching Ray. This is a Cure Light Wounds. It's a nut and onion. Fighting the Bleaching. Practical guidance. 1. The youth shall never leave their malady behind. The bleaching does not cling to people until they mature. 2. What is the color of your skin? Apple-cheeked yesterday, but deathly pale today. That's an alarming sign. Closely monitor the condition of your skin, hair, and eyes. 3. Never be bored. It's by Guisa. What? Never be bored. Curiosity is your best protection. Have a finger in every pie. 4. Don't break your neck. Be prepared to stand up for yourself or run for your life when you venture out to seek adventure. 5. Never give up. But there's a remedy for the bleaching, and it isn't pills, but a new wardrobe or a new lover can stop the disease, and a proper journey can prevent its onset for a long time. 6. You are not alone. Find yourself some soulmates. They might have just given you a new lease of life. What? What the fuck is that? Cooking Almanac of the Inner Sea by Jubilos Narthropple. So, small spoiler, the financier that we're going to be saving right now is Jubilos Narthropple, and he's full of himself. But he's a great character, and I've only seen him briefly before I had to reload and start the entire fucking game basically over because I fucked up. Because of Avastan's most popular dish in the capital of Cheliax, it is baked in a cheese crust and sprinkled with lemon juice. The local fishermen use a different cooking method, and Kadira, which is on the opposite end of Avastan, there you will find it finely chopped and mixed cold and whatever. It's a cooking book. Give me. We're gonna sell that shit. Kobold's corpses are badly burned by acid and alchemical fire. Mouth-watering broth is simmering in the pot. It's because Narthropple was here. That's funny. I actually understand this more now. What is this? Just a regular short bow. Leave it. A sigh. That thing's magical. I think it's a +1 sigh. +1. Sigh +1. Now we could be Ninja Turtles.
Tread lightly.
So the bleaching is apparently a gnome thing where they rapidly start to age to death. Are you kidding? Really? Seriously? How the fuck? Is that a Pathfinder, like, lore thing? I was wondering what the fuck it was. That's really scary. So what, are gnomes supposed to be just always young looking and then just suddenly become pale white and start, like, rapidly aging and then dying? Quick, you've got to help us.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
See, I can't even throw a proper fireball into that. So, the green line, you see how it is right now? The green line is my movement, and then the yellow line is essentially using the rest of the full turn to move the full distance. So it's essentially your move action is up to 30, but then you can use your actual standard action to move even further up to another full movement. It's not 5th edition in that you can't interrupt and then do something and then keep moving. You're going to have to actually move first, then do your action, because if you do your action, then attempt to move, it seems to be that you can't move your full thing. I don't know the exact ruling on that one, which is why I'm a little iffy on it, but I haven't had problems dealing with it. It started happening since their exodus from their home plane. Oh, because they're considered part of the Fae. You can hit.
Come to this.
Nah. Good job, Christian. Is this That's Jubilos. There he is. Go, Lindsay. You're so small and cute. Got her little shield on her back. She's adorable. Fucking leave him alone. Can't charge up there. Just speed it up, otherwise it takes forever for them to move. And because he's a dwarf, he doesn't move as far. So thankfully he's in the front lines. Are you seriously trying to use your crossbow and melee range? That provokes attacks of opportunity. Jubilos is being attacked. Shit. Can I hit them? Technically. Oh god, no. Kobolds do not do well with fireballs. So her barbarian thing just makes her really good at getting distances. I think I forgot what I gave her, but she moves really far. Look at this poor guy. Christian, just hit the kobold.
Repent.
Fucking missed. I mean, technically you're firing into melee, so. Lindsay.
Any last wishes?
God damn it. Yeah, so you can't move very far after you attack. Go, Derek. Well, half of its life is gone.
Become as dust.
You missed. Don't use that. I don't want him to smite right now. Kobolds do very good with fireballs if they use them. So far, I haven't had to deal with that, thankfully. Just throw acid at this thing's face. Missed. Good job.
They go down!
Quick, you've got to help us. Tartuk. So, the gnome invites some of his friends. Stupid, slow, sluggish gnome. Gnome, stupid. Tartuk, there's a purple kobold on the river blank who looks just like your old acquaintance, Tartuccio. Tartuccio, like I said, is a gnome illusionist sorcerer. The fucking bastard has been using his illusions to look like a kobold and to trying to organize the kobolds, and we don't fucking know why. And this is the only second time that you really deal with him outside of when you first find out what he's doing. And you still don't know why. He was one of the adventurers that was originally there trying to win a portion of the barony. But he didn't make it, and we killed him. But then some weird, mysterious person appeared out of nowhere, brought him back to life, and just told him his mission wasn't done yet. More my Melemau. Thank you for the follow, and I'm sorry I butchered your username. Kobolds want this cart. Kobolds shall have it. The horse skull hides most of the kobold's face, but you see his vicious eyes glinting through the empty sockets staring at you. By orders of myself, the glorious King Tartuk. The kobold pounds his chest with his fist. Last time he wasn't calling himself a king. He was calling himself a shaman for the kobolds. Tartuk, king. The head of the gnome expedition wipes his brow and glares at the kobold. This bastard was the one talking our ears off while the rest of them were trying to steal our cart. King Tartuk, the gnome looks at you and winks. What do you say to a bit of regicide? Tartuccio, I recognize you. What is this new disguise and why are you not dead? How dare you speak like that to King? Kobolds attack, Shiradaz. Shiradaz. I don't know what Shiradaz is. I'm sorry, did you just fucking haste them?
Enemy near.
He hasted the kobolds. Yeah, we're not playing this game. Yeah, they're fucking hasted. Here, let's get him here. Well, I can do more than this. This is from the hearty meal, right? Yeah, it's the hearty meal. So, Tristan has two classes. I separated him. He comes to you as an Ecclesia Thurge. So, an Ecclesia Thurge is not allowed to wear any physical armor. They eschew physical protection via the strength of their faith. They focus on miracles their deity bestows and the breadth of that deity's domain. I gave him Sorcerer, but I called him an Imperial Sorcerer, which means it doesn't base off of his charisma, it bases off of his wisdom, which is 20. And it also gave him the ability to have, as one of his sorcerer spells, Bless. Which gives us +1 bonuses all over the fucking place right now. Very simple level 1 clerical spell. It's always good, especially in a game like this where you desperately need to buff yourself. I'm not going to be able to fireball them because they're coming into melee range. And even if I could, I mean, I could try, but my range is kind of small. I'm not going to be able to hit them. And it says I can. If I do it here. Oh. Well, 3 of them are dead and these 2 are not doing very good at all. One of them's on fire or something. No, he's not. God, wizards are OP sometimes. Just fireball all over the place. Derek, what are you doing? You know what I'm gonna do? Just because I've never done it. Dazzling display. So While wielding his weapon, in which he has the weapon focus, he can perform a bewildering show of prowess as a full round action, and then make a persuasion intimidation check to demoralize all foes within 30 feet. It worked on one of them. That's fucking... I've never really done it. So what did it do? This one's demoralized. I don't know what the demoralization does. He's shaken for 1 round. That's it. That's fucking stupid. God damn it, Amiri.
Repent.
You're at your parents, so you missed all the streams. You finally got here. I started late. I've been feeling a little on the depressed side, so I've been doing a day for myself mostly, which is why we're playing this. I could hit out them all, but I would hit them all. Poor Lindsay. Tasha's hideous laughter. Hold on. Fuck it. Here. So the kobold is now on the ground just laughing hysterically. He's staggered. He's what is this condition he's at? He's shaken. Shaken means they take a -2 penalty on attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks as long as it lasts, and it's apparently lasting for 4 rounds. And I think I got it on 3 of them. Actually, all 3 of them got shaken. So that wasn't too bad. Here, hit this one.
Forced my hand.
God damn it. Alright. Let's go with the wizarding. Is there one up here? There's one up there. Fucking die. How is this one still alive? It's a kobold sniper. What is he? He's a level 5 rogue. Fuck. With a bewildering injury. Derek Brightshield.
Don't hold back.
So the one that's on the ground incapacitated because of the shaking, because of the laughter, I think we can perform a coup. Or what is it called? A coup de grace. It's a full round action. It provokes attacks of opportunity if you end up doing it, but it's an instant kill. And can only be done on an enemy that's incapacitated. So it's not exactly like something we could do, but I have done it. I usually have done it if I put enemies to sleep, which I haven't done in a while.
No.
Think of yourself as a nerd, but this is too dirty for you. Yeah, well, I mean, it's Pathfinder. It's just that Pathfinder you can play relatively easily. Like this game, you can play relatively easily without knowing all the stuff, but the more you know, the easier it is to play it. Let me see if I can actually coup de grace. Can I? Is he alive? It's right there. No, I can't. I think you can't do it just because he's laughing. Just smack him on the ground. Lindsay, can you, like, fucking move up here and maybe shoot him? She's like so small, she's basically drowning in the water. She can't hit him. Attack this one then. Are you not attacking? Okay. Good job.
I'll try to make this swift.
Good job. So whenever you're down and you try to stand up, it provokes attacks of opportunity. So that kobold just died horribly from that. Throwing my dagger again. It's fucking worthless. So the acid splash ability is something the wizard can do every turn. It's a cantrip. It only does 1d3 points of damage, so it's not necessarily all that worth doing all the time. Remember right, they have to be helpless. Yeah, I think they have to be helpless. I think you're right. I've done it before, but I've only done it whenever I put them to sleep. She could do it. 15. Can I heal these guys? No. I don't know if I actually healed the gnomes. I might have.
Serves you right.
She missed. Good job. Acid splash. 1 point of damage. Like,
This will hurt.
it's a rough day, but it's Friday the 13th. Is it Friday the 13th? I didn't even pay attention to that. See you soon enough. This is not over. Just fucking don't like him. They do a really good job with you actually hating Tartusio. When you first meet him, he pretends to be your friend, and then he just fucks you over. Like, hardcore fucks you over. I want to get all this before you guys need help. Look at all this shit. I don't want everything. Look at all of this shit. Cobalt sniper, masterwork light crossbow. What about this? No, leather armor. Padded armor, short bow. These are not worth much, so I don't take them. The only thing missing is guns. GPS Campy, thank you for the follow. Padded armor, short sword. Okay. Why do I still have the music? Okay, saving. Hells, it's heavy. Don't let the current drag it away. While the gnomes were busy fighting the kobolds, furiously cursing and diligently punching their unwelcome guests right in their dragonish snouts, the cart was all but forgotten. The unwitting cause of the fight, it was being dragged away by the scared ponies when it slid down the ford, sinking all the way up to the coachman's seat in the river. This is where the Skunk River flows into the Tuskwater, and the current becomes excessively spiteful, cold, stubborn, and turbulent. Having taken hold of the gnome's cart, the Skunk River must have decided to drag it down amid all the commotion, but it was caught in the act. The surviving gnomes, led by the head of the gnome expedition, an extremely loud and crabby fellow, but not without some managerial talent, were able to catch the cart before it floated away. Faces red and grunting from the strain, they struggled to keep it from drowning entirely. Just then, a package fell into the water. With a heart-breaking splash, it vanished beneath the current, only to resurface 10 meters down the river. No, the head of the gnome expedition moaned as he glowered at the package. That was Alchemy in Life, the latest issue. After plunging into the cold river, the ponies immediately lost their nerves. Swiveling their ears and twitching, they tried to chew through their reins and throw off the load. Why are you just standing around? Go on, help them. The head of the gnome expedition was visibly dissatisfied as he shouted. One of us tried to jump onto the cart to untie the pony still standing in the water. We'll do that. Honestly, my character's the best because I have a mobility of 10 and a nature lore of 9. Dilly nimbly climbed into the roof of the cart and carefully crawled toward the ponies hitched up at the riverbank, succeeded on mobility and lore. The ponies seemed to be relieved to feel a firm hand holding the reins again. They calmed down at once and allowed themselves to be unhitched. In just a few moments, they were standing back at the ford, ready to pull the cart from the river. Gained 27 experience. We tied a rope to the cart. 1, 2, 3, and the rope was securely tied to the cart. So you have to read like the highlight parts, because the rest of it is just everything you've been reading. Making it easier to pull out. A good lesson for every adventurer. Never leave home without a rope. Rope is your best friend. Gathering our strength, we began pulling the cart from the river. If you're certain you're ready, then let's do it. But be careful. Imagine the cart's full of gold or ale or some other thing you couldn't bear to lose. We tried to pull the cart out. The cart creaked and cracked, sounding as though it were sobbing. The board strained against the combined stress of the rushing waters pool against everyone trying to pull the cart ashore. Unfortunately for the cart, both sides were of equal strength. Something had to be done or the poor cart would be torn to pieces. Everyone was soaking wet, freezing, and exhausted. The group's initial enthusiasm had all but vanished. They glared at the cart. What, you give them a rousing speech? Oh my god. Why think when you have strong hands? The Baron decided that if the cart won't give, we just needed to pull harder. Fuck. The exhausted ponies had worked themselves up into a lather and the foam covered the bits in their teeth. The Baron tried to calm and reassure them. This has to be my character. I have a strength of 0. That's a DC of 14. Guns hit touch AC. Oh, fucking hell. Athletics 20. I have an athletics 0. Charisma 15. I have a charisma 2. Nature lore. I failed. After resisting our efforts for a while, the cart finally began to give, squelching loudly in the mud. It jerked forward, and as the head of the gnome expedition opened his mouth to let out a victory cry, but that sly snake of a river decided that if she couldn't have her trophy, no one would. Instead of riding out on the ford, the cart began to lean, then slowly, almost magnificently, fell onto its side. The scream of triumph only made it halfway before the sticking in the gnome's throat. Son of a troll, the perplexed gnome gazed at his collection of boxes, packages, and bags slowly floating away. That gaze came to rest on us. Well then, thank you, travelers, for your oh so invaluable help. So the first time I did this, I actually succeeded. Oh, man. The gnome that stands before you wears dirty and ragged clothes. They used to look stylish and wealthy long ago, but those times are long gone. His black hair is matted, a deep, fresh scratch crosses his cheek. Despite this rather pathetic look, the gnome behaves with inner dignity and even manages to maintain a superior manner.
Nartropple, a humble servant to no one. Oh, too bad your grace proved to not be capable enough to save my cart. Well, one shouldn't expect a faster reaction from a baron himself. After all, it's common knowledge that titled persons usually hire a bunch of advisors to do all the thinking for them. So, they must have some other bunch to jump in the rivers and save carts. By the way, it's a shame no one organized a greeting party when such a famous and popular person as myself arrived to your capital. I wasn't expecting a red carpet covered with rose petals, but you could at least have sent ahead some delegation. Oh, at least some of my servants are still alive. Do you know how much it costs to train a proper servant?
Jubilos jabbers too fast, never stopping even to take a breath. You can see he's piled up some emotions and just needs to get them out of his system.
Also, while I'm on that, I'd like to make an official announcement. The roads in your barony are in terrible condition. People must search for wading fords to cross the rivers because no one had bothered themselves with building bridges, and honest travelers have to take the risk of being attacked by kobolds at any moment. So, how did you say your barony was called? Oh, whatever, never mind. When I draw the map of these lands, I will call them the End of All Roads. Dirt Beyond. I guess it's a fitting name.
The gnome fell silent at last. He just watches you with his shifty eyes, opening and closing his mouth as if he wants to say something more, but hasn't come up with anything yet. You can attack him. I'll stuff your words back down your filthy throat. How do you know I'm a baron?
I've already told you I visited your capital some time ago. Weren't you listening to me? And I'm used to being greeted by officials when I arrive to settlements of at least some importance. The glory of myself and my exploits usually precedes me, and officials usually prefer to be on good terms with me.
Jubilos smiles slyly. I didn't know you'd come.
Yes, you're right. I should have remembered that your lands are in the middle of nowhere, and you don't get updates on important things in time.
So what happened here? How did your cart end up in the river?
My party and I set up camp at the bank of this river. We'd just finished kindling the fire when that purple bastard appeared. You know what he told me? He introduced himself as the King of the Kobolds and told me he needed our clothes because he wanted to dress his subjects properly, you see, as long as they've established the kingdom of their own. That's literally what he said. I wonder, where did he learn the words? Obviously, I told him to buzz off. Some kobold wants to strut around wearing the clothes of the great cartographer Jubilos Nartropple. No way. So I've been explaining my position to him, being rather eloquent too, suggesting he and his so-called kingdom might as well fall into the deepest sinkhole. In the meantime, I've noticed that kobolds have already started to untie my cart. Well, I called my men to keep the cart safe. They couldn't guess what to do on their own, just stood there with their mouths ajar. Then things heated up as the fighting started, and while we were fighting, the ponies dragged the cart to the river. Stupid animals.
You said you were famous, but I don't know you. What are you famous for?
That was either a stupid and offensive joke or a case of total ignorance. The latter, I hope. I'm famous as a traveler, a cartographer, an alchemist, and a journalist. The students of all the major universities study the world using my maps. My articles for different journals are well known everywhere, from Andorran to Brevoy. You've definitely read some issues of National Alchemy, haven't you? Culinary Almanac of the Inner Sea? Or the most scandalous one, The Independence, describing benefits and drawbacks of governments and regimes in different states? Didn't read any of these? Oh, well, don't answer that. I don't want to spoil my impression of your barony. It's spoiled enough already. It would be hard for me to write at least something positive otherwise.
I'm gonna smack him.
Wait, the Jubilos Narthropple? Author of the 14 and a half eulogies to Pitax? Oh my! Every student in the Academy of Grand Arts devoured your books, especially after King Aravetti banned them, tried you in absentia, and sentenced you to death.
I see at least someone in this shabby barony has at least a rudimentary education, even if they got them in such a dubious establishment as the Pitax Academy of Grand Arts.
I was expelled for irreverence.
I love Lindsay.
Is this so? Well, if it is true, then you just might not be beyond hope.
So what is such a famous person doing that far from civilization?
I pursued two objectives. The first is to write an article on this new barony of yours for the Independence. The second is to draw a detailed map of the stolen lands. Before this barony appeared, it had been too dangerous to come here, but now an opportunity has appeared. Thanks to you, I must add. So, as you can see, the freedom of speech sometimes grants positive comments too. Anyway, I'm almost done with this journey. My article is practically ready, so is the map. All that's left to do now is to find an old dwarven outpost established here several centuries ago.
What is this dwarven outpost you're searching for?
Your ignorance is stunning. You create a barony, and still you know nothing about the lands you own. I'll have to enlighten you on the subject.
I found a dwarven ruins, but I don't know if that's what he's talking about.
You see, long ago there was a dwarven trade route crossing these lands. It connected Five Kings Mountains and the north. The route was so important to the dwarves that they were generous enough to set a number of outposts along it, manned with armed guardians to provide protection for the traders. One of these outposts must be somewhere nearby, lost and completely forsaken, but nothing can avoid the watchful eye of the great cartographer Jubilos Narthropple. I will find this outpost, and I will mark its location on the map. You can trust me on that.
Tell me, is this old dwarven outpost abandoned? Is it possible it's now used by trolls as a lair, for instance?
Why not? Dwarves like being underground, trolls like being underground too. It's quite possible after dwarves left, their warm and cozy place fell into the hands of less attractive creatures.
I'm looking for the troll's lair. Maybe we're looking for the same place. Let's join our efforts and start looking together.
You seem to be a capable companion, but I'll pass for now. I still have to count my losses after the river took my cart and all my stuff.
Damn it. Well, if I find this outpost, I'll let you know. Goodbye.
I would be grateful. I'll stay here for a while. I need to sort things out.
How do I get him to join?
Hey, it's you again. I would be...
Show the dwarven ruins to Harim. That's a companion quest. Find the troll lair. Troll trouble. Oh no. A famous traveler, Jubilos Narthrop, is thirsting for the ruins of a dwarven fortress which lies hidden somewhere in these lands. And then Troll Trouble, renowned explorer. No one we saved turned out to be a celebrity. He's none other than Jubilos Narthropple, himself a famous traveler and explorer and author of 3 monographs, 17 guidebooks. You think you need to save the cart. I kind of need him. I don't have anyone to work as my financial officer. Let's reload. Because I saved it before I did that. I saved the cart last time, and basically he gives you the same conversation, but he joins you. And that's because you saved the cart. Okay, so choose a character here for the ponies. We succeeded at that. Tie a rope to the cart. Set a crowbar under the cart's wheel. I did that last time, but I thought it did nothing. Set under the wheel the crowbar wedged into position against the stones on the riverbed, making the process of pulling the cart out of the river easier. Gathering our strength to pull the cart from the river. Tried to pull the cart out. It seems there was little sense in wedging the lever beneath the wheel. It wasn't the least bit stable, and all our efforts on it were wasted. The Baron tried to find a better use for it. After everyone struggled together for a while, the cart finally made it out. So the crowbar was better to do. That's what I fucked up on, because it gave me an intelligence check. You need to get everyone in the party. No, you don't need to get everyone, but the reason why I want him is, so I've played this slightly before, but at the same time I screwed myself over to where I had to restart. Basically, I had to reload an old save that was in game time a month prior. So basically at the point when I started getting my barony, so I had run into him beforehand and I had gotten him. He can become your financial advisor. I don't have anyone that could be my financial advisor, and I desperately need a character in that position. So I've gotten him before. The problem is, in the past, I had done this whole thing where you have to stop a curse, and I got decimated because I spent the entire month working on my barony instead of leveling my characters. And when you try and deal with the curse at that point, if you haven't leveled and gotten stuff to deal with the curse, you end up getting, like, completely destroyed by that thing. This game has pre-gens and people you can make. Yeah, you can make people, but the thing is, the person I made just... Anyways. Rofa Professor X, thank you for the follow. Anyone that you get, that you hire, has a -4 for being a mercenary if you put them into an office position. So you don't necessarily want a mercenary you make. But yeah, this game has pre-generated characters, and he's one of the pre-generated ones. Let's talk to him. We'll skip through most of his conversation.
Also, what so? How did you say your baron?
How do you know I'm a baron?
Yes, you're right. I should have remembered that.
So what happened here? How did your cart end up in the river? You said you were famous.
Wait.
Is this so?
So what is a famous person like you doing that far from civilization? What is this Droven outpost?
One of these outposts must be.
I'm looking for the. Tell me, is this old dwarven outpost abandoned?
Why not? Dwarves like being underground.
I'm looking for the troll's lair.
Well, you prove to be.
Okay. And he will join if you want. Out of curiosity. So what is he? He's a level 5 alchemist, and he has one more level you can give him. His quick and curious mind led Jubilos to the Stolen Lands. He has an intelligence of 19. He wanted to witness with his own eyes how our new nation flourishes and left Absalom itself to do so. Renowned explorer, famous author, and all-around extraordinary person, Jubilos Narthropol has one other special talent. He can infuriate practically anyone he speaks with. His spell book. So, why does he know so much Cure Light Wounds and Shield? Shield's good, but... Targeted Bomb Admixture and Bomber's Eye. So, Bomber's Eye allows you to throw weapons further and more accurately. While this is in effect, increases the range of the alchemist's bombs and alchemical weapons by 10 feet. In addition, you receive a +1 insight bonus on attack rolls made with thrown weapons. So I'd rather give him... that. What does he have for level 2? Cat's Grace and Barkskin. Cat's Grace lasts for 1 minute per level. It's a +4 enhancement bonus to his dexterity. Give him Barkskin too. What else does he have? Ability. So he can throw anything. He's a +1 circumstantial bonus on attack rolls made with thrown splash weapons, which you kind of want. Is Gunslinger an option? No. There's no guns in the game. It does acknowledge that there are other planets and other worlds, and apparently there is a crashed spaceship in a certain area of the world that they reference, because there's a particular guild of mages and spellcasters that have been researching the damn thing. He has an acid bomb as his special. All creatures within an 8-foot burst centered on target, a creature within When the alchemist creates a bomb, he can choose to have it inflict acid damage. Creatures that take a direct hit from an acid bomb take an additional 1d6 points of acid damage 1 round later. So it's a dot. 3 bombs, poison resistance. Alchemists get poison resistance. Discovery, at 2nd level, and then again at 2 levels. An alchemist makes an incredible alchemical discovery. I know that one. Precise bomb. When he throws a bomb, it doesn't affect allies. Oh god, that's so good. Why didn't I give that to Lindsay yet? Because she's not a level 5 alchemist. She's like level 2 or 3. But he can level up. So if we level him up, he can pick any other class if we want him to. Kineticists are living channels for elemental matter and energy, manipulating the world around them by drawing upon inner reserves from their own bodies. They often awaken to their kinetic abilities during a violent or traumatic experience, releasing their power involuntarily. I kind of want to just keep him as an alchemist right now. I don't know what else to give him. I could make him a druid. But druid relies on wisdom, and he has a wisdom of -1. Bullshit. Honestly, I don't want to give him anything unless... If I made him anything else, it'd be a wizard. Yeah, kineticists are basically benders from Avatar. They're apparently incredibly powerful. I'm just gonna make him another alchemist. Choose a discovery. Choking. Instead of dealing damage, his bomb exposes creatures around it to choking gas. Creatures that take a direct hit or in a splash area must succeed at a saving fortitude save or become nauseated for 1 round per 1d6 damage the alchemist bomb would usually inflict. Creatures nauseated by this bomb can attempt another save each round. Infusions discovery allows an alchemist to use his extracts not only on himself but on other people as well. Preserve organs. 25% chance that the critical hit or sneak attack is negated and damage is instead rolled normally. Spontaneous healing, he can heal himself as a free action. He can heal 5 hit points per day in this manner for every 2 alchemist levels he possesses. Enhance potion. Alchemist drinks functions at a caster level equal... Any potion he drinks functions at a caster level equal to his class level. Holy shit. Gains the ability to create cognitogen, a mutagen-like mixture that heightens one mental ability score at the expense of a physical ability score. Oh, I know what that is. Lindsay has something like that. Let's just give him explosive. His bombs now have a splash radius of 10 feet rather than 5. Creatures that take a direct hit from an explosive bomb catch fire, taking 1d6 points of fire damage each round until the fire is extinguished. Okay. And I can put into his skills. So trickery, stealth. His stealth isn't great, but whatever. Give him knowledge of the world. Give him some more perception. So many points. Give him use magic device because it makes him useful. It gives him a chance to actually use a magical device. Alchemists are really good at high levels. And then he gets a new spell. He needs a level 2. I could give him the ability to cure. He doesn't have a whole lot of spells. I kind of want to turn him into someone who can cure. Like, he could take the place of a cleric if needed.
You require my assistance?
So typically what I've done with most of them, as you notice, they all have very similar ability setups. I kind of put the basics. So this is defensive fighting, this is mobility. This is the coup de grace, and I put them basically in the same order every single time. These are his infusions, and these are his bombs. They all share the same counter, though. So this is an alchemist bomb. It does 1d6 points of fire damage plus additional damage equal to the alchemist's intelligence modifier. So it's 1d6 plus 4 for him. The damage of an alchemist bomb increases by 1d6 points at every odd-numbered alchemist level. Holy shit. So every 2 levels. Every 3 levels? Every other level, essentially. So he's level 6, so he has 3d6. DC of the save is 10 plus half the alchemist level. plus the alchemist's intelligence modifier. So his DC to save for the reflex save for his bombs is 10 plus 3, so 13 plus 4, 17. Fucking hell. So his bombs are really good. And then these mutagens, they're one-time uses. They last for 10 minutes per level. It will increase. It increases a stat. Lindsay, I use the dexterity one all the time. Him, honestly, I'm probably going to give him the dexterity one too. Like, that will be the common one I use for him. I don't ever charge with them, so it's not useful.
Anything is possible.
Our duty calls.
And then, does he have any cantrips? No.
This? Where is the lavish dining, the festivals?
Shut up!
This barely merits a footnote in my opinion.
God. We need to go back to the barony. I'll show you what the reason why I got him. So it shows you everything you're going to leave behind. Honestly, we might as well, since we're going back to the barony. I was trying to find the stuff that I had left behind, but I could do it a little later. So his is 3d6 at is every odd level, so at 7 it will be 40. Oh, jeez. Okay. 5 hours, let's go. I know of one where one dwarven ruin is, but we've already been there, and it didn't trigger Harim, and Harim wants to see the dwarven ruin. So I don't think that's it. We're gonna go to the main square first, only because I want to sell all that shit I just picked up. The shit is worthless. It's like, it's gonna give me like no money because it's all crap, but I don't care. It's better than just leaving there, especially if I was just gonna come back anyways. I really need more points in general for my barony. I don't have a lot of build points, and I don't have... My barony's young, so it's really young. I just started. We're like in month 1. But at the same time, you don't want to be lazy about shit, I've noticed. Let's see what you have. Let's sell everything. I don't see myself needing that Sai. Wait a minute. Clear it. I just realized something. What is he doing? What is he carrying? Leather armor +1. It's got a heavy crossbow +1. Simple weapon proficiency. He's really good with... He's got shitty dexterity for having so many skills in point blank and precise shot. You can shoot or throw weapons at an opponent engaged in melee without taking the standard -4 penalty on your attack roll. Really? Shit. Why doesn't Lindsay have that? Because I gave her all this other stuff. I gave her extra performance and lingering performance. God fucking damn it. I should have given Lindsay that shit. Simple weapons for him then. Okay, I might have something I can give him. Yeah, see, look at how little this is worth. 27. And that was 225 pounds lugging around. That's why I don't carry all this. Hey, Eureka. So, if you sell all this... So it went up because one of these is masterwork, or both of them are. They're both masterwork. So they're each worth 100. But all the rest... worth like shit. 271 pounds for 314 gold. That's why I don't carry all the shit. However, enchanted items, this will sell for 600. That's why we're doing that. And then they offer, and he will put all the gems. Deal. Okay. I'm not going to outfit him with a whole bunch of stuff because I'd rather get him stuff more naturally in the road. Why? Because I'm a cheapskate and I need the money for stuff. I have bought some magical items that are worth it. I'm tempted to buy a longsword +2 because I gave a longsword to my paladin as his weapon focus, and he has a longsword +1, and there is a merchant in town that's selling a +2 longsword. It's fucking expensive. It's like 8,500. And we currently have 43,523, which is a lot, until you start turning into build points for your barony, which you can do. We're managing kingdom affairs. Advisors, thank fucking God. So he goes on here as one of the advisors that can be here. +4 or -5. We're giving Jubilost our treasurer role. So we've appointed 5 advisors to our public posts. Can we have Jubilost do anything? No, it's not there. Here, there's economy. Do this. Trade agreement with cost 1,500 build points. We only have 586. Support the regent's endeavors. We could do that, but I can't. Projects. Is there any project he can do? Do a project! Everyone that's available is taken. 3 days left for her. You can skip the day. It's not worth it. It's better just to go traveling. 3 days for her, 5 days for him. Magic items are good but expensive. Yeah. Well, considering how hard it is to hit things sometimes, getting something that's +2 is kind of useful. However, I can do this because this is your personal stash where you keep things. I have a +1 ring in here. I also have a hide armor +2. I have 1 half plate I'm going to sell. I have a cloak of resistance I can give him. Let me see what other things I have in here. I have Tartuccio's present, which I don't even use. Protector of the Unjust. You cannot give it to a lawful character, so my paladin can't use it. Fucking sucks. Can't be a lawful or a good character, so all the characters that use heavy shields can't use it. Quarterstaff +1, Bastard Sword +1. I can give him a Quarterstaff +1. It's two-handed, yeah, but it's a simple weapon proficiency. It's a sling staff. It's like a hoopak. And then these are all pieces of an artifact, which you need to collect all the pieces in order to have them put back together. So if you go in here, down here, like her, I haven't really leveled up. She's only level 2. She can level up to level 6, and I haven't leveled her yet. Here, usually, like, I don't know. I've done this because of past games, like Baldur's Gate that I played. So we'll give him that. Don't have anything better, but we can give him this. So his armor class 16 is now 17, and then this cloak is a cloak of resistance +1 on all saving throws. I keep on finding that cloak of resistance everywhere as well. That's why everyone's running around with a blue cloak. I have 2 other cloaks that my characters are using, but I don't have anything else I can give them, unfortunately. Nothing that's really worthwhile. So as much as I would love to just sleep a day, the one thing the game has taught me is don't fucking waste days. Just travel. So I'm actually going to get rid of you. I don't know why I'm going to get rid of you. I want to change up the party a little. Mostly because I want Harim to stop talking. And I don't desperately need Harim, not with these 2. That's 4 long-range characters and 2 close range. And I just don't use her because she's just useless to me. Like, sadly. She has a lot of constitution. She's a fighter. Shit ton of constitution, no strength. So she almost always misses, and it drives me nuts. He's pretty good as a fighter, but I'm going to keep it like this group, and I want to see what happens. I don't know if this is a good group, so we're going to save it. Where's our last save? I want to just save over this one. Here, go. Okay. There's something called Candlemere Tower. Nothing remains but a half-collapsed stone cylinder and a swath of rubble within and without. The stones of the tower are ancient. The faint carvings of strange symbols are barely visible in some of the tower's stones. Although the ancient cult that once used this site as its center of worship has long since been destroyed, all the ruins themselves exude an aura of unease. Don't. Lizard Folk Village. Lizard Folk Village.
I feel tired.
Yeah. We'll go to sleep soon. Oh, goody. I'm tired. Fucking fatigued wizard. That's fine. He's just the wizard. He stays in the back.
Enemy near.
Hopefully. God damn it. How many are there? Oh, Merchant's Guard. Shit. It's only one Merchant's Guard. We're gonna be sleeping soon anyways. No, there's another Merchant's Guard up there. Is there a merchant up there? Leave him alone.
Mushroom.
Ophiolcon, thank you for the follow. Can Amiri reach him? I think everyone's in his way, in her way. Shit.
Tear them apart!
She cannot. That took an entire turn for her to get up there. Can you throw potions? No. Tristan! Fucking do something. Oh, it's not gonna hit Amiri, but that's fine. Bless. Oh, there's like an actual merchant up there. Is this someone with a name? Dalton. But he has no portrait, so he's not, whatever. God damn it. Really? You can hit that easily and you fucking failed? Lindsay, god damn it. Why can't you shoot into that? This poor guy is gonna die horribly. Doesn't. Oh, okay, he already did. And Tristan's not in my party. Oh no, Tristan is here. Maybe he can rebuke death. I don't know if I can get to him in time though.
They go down!
Firebomb? Firebomb. There you go. Now he's on fire. He's so burned so pretty. But yeah, bomb time. Hi, honey. You want me to stop? Turn a light on. Well, I gotta stop and make dinner soon. Yeah. I gotta press spacebar so this. No. Can you fill up my water?
No, I need to love you.
I can't move.
No.
I can't move. Ow. Ow, it's making me dizzy and lightheaded.
Aw.
Ow. Ow.
Shower.
Oh god, that's gross. Oh wait, no, I need to do that. Why did he reflex save that? Fucking bullshit. Let him burn to death. Derek, really? Lindsay's all like, look at my bomb, and then she promptly burns Derek. Yep, and Damiri. In fact, she did more damage to my own party members than she did to the troll. Oh my god. Oh, he killed him because they were on fire anyways. Fucking murder him. Can't hit my barbarian. He can't hit my paladin. Good job, Amiri. Where the fuck did you come from? Shit. It's a Bodhi. Hello, Bodhi. Hi, Smat. The fact these trolls consistently are doing like 10 damage with their bite attack is bullshit because that means they're rolling max rolls. Are they? Let's find out.
A clever ploy.
Oh, so you remove regeneration by doing fire or acid damage. Their attack is 6 times 6 to 13. Why did you do that to Cody? Honestly, my characters have 70 and 77 life. I'm not worried. Roll for Lindsay to stop being a dumbass. I'm probably taking Jubilost out of this range and he's going to be attacked. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was lucky. Here. Can you not hit your own party members if you do this? Do it. He doesn't. Okay. Reduced. He's on fire.
Ha! Primitives.
Hi, Bodhi. He's a level 6. He's got 104 hit points. Get out of there, Tristan. Haste. Lindsay, get over here. The bite in your book says +4. It says +4 in here. But this isn't 5e. Hollow Mirage. This is Pathfinder. So it's more like 3.5. D&D 3.5. But that being said, we have dealt with them enough so we know. But they're here. You can see it here, I think. Oh no, I can't. Lindsay's not good enough to see it. I can't see it. My wizard was able to. Shit. I think it said +4.
Any last wishes?
Good job. Go, Dalton. Kill him. Dalton, seriously? Did she fucking crit her for 19? At least it was only 19.
Bring it.
When she's hasted, she does 4. This guy's hitting too hard. Oh, shit. The amount of damage he's doing. Holy shit, Jubilost. 17 damage. I'm gonna convert this Lesser Restoration into a cure and try and get to Derek in time. It's only 13. I don't think he's necessarily gonna survive this. Here, Scorching Ray. God fucking damn it, I missed. The claw attacks deal 1d6 + 5 as well. He's branded, so I don't know what that means.
You should have run.
It's a level 6 it's 6 humanoid, 3 barbarian. So this is a barbarian as well. And it's based off of the fact that he's red, he's raging. Shit, I should have used that to mark him.
Strike! Strike! My masterpiece!
This is where I step in.
Lindsay! There you go. Still not much. God fucking damn it, Dalton.
Tear them apart!
A mere
He's gonna go down.
How could
It's fine. He's not dead. He's at negative 13. Jubilost. Acid. Good job. Fucking hell. What is he? Negative 13? He's just gonna take damage if he gets up anyways. And Rebuke Death is only 1d4 points of damage healed for every 2 levels he possesses, and he's only level 3. So, heal. Now he's at negative 5. I swear to God, if he goes after Christian. Doesn't have a whole lot of... I'm betting on Amiri taking it out. 3 damage. That's the maximum damage I can do with that cantrip. He fired and he missed and he fired and he fired again and he missed both times and then ate an obstacle, basically. My paladin is the best at hitting right now. So I could have her...
Serves you right.
Just have her attack. It's not worth doing anything else. She doesn't do a whole lot of damage because honestly her bow is shit. Amiri, however, you see the ×4 next to it? She can do 4 attacks.
They go down!
And yeah. Dalton, an elderly half-elf, stands before you. His sun-bleached hair reveal him as a seasoned traveler, and the confidence with which he holds his bow reveals him to be a seasoned warrior. And his cart full of various items, it seems a trader as well. Damn trolls almost died from the stink alone. The half-elf wipes the sweat from his brow. They almost had me. Since when are trolls not afraid of fire? Good thing I had a few flasks of acid among my goods. Thank you for your timely rescue, friends. Despite his confident gaze, his voice trembles slightly. A few moments more and I would have, he frowns. Whoever rules this land gives a little care to its safety. Excuse you? Formerly safe trade roads are given over to trolls and not a guard to be seen, but where are my manners? I am Dalton from Mivon, a merchant by trade. Who are you? What's Mivon? One of the more stable of the River Kingdoms, began as a refuge for the Aldori sword lords who fled Rossland during the rule of Coral the Conqueror. Many sword lords settled there in Mivon, bringing with them the experience and knowledge of the ancient discipline of the sword lords. Sword lords were basically people that were appointed by one warrior who ended up winning the area. They're sort of like an ancient group of politician-type people, but they were all warriors. But anyways, he can be coup de grace. That's why he doesn't have a dialogue. He isn't handsome or nor important enough for one. A merchant by trade. Who are you? Actually, I rule these lands. Dalton looks shocked. Oh, I beg your forgiveness, your grace. Dalton bows politely. But these trolls, they're a threat to everyone. I know. They've attacked several villages, destroyed several bridges, and are scaring away trade caravans, worse than bandits by far. If your grace is willing to resolve the matter, I know a mage living nearby. I visit him from time to time to sell him reagents for his spells. He's an expert on trolls and might know why they've suddenly become bolder and fireproof. Tell me more about this mage. Dalton scratches his head. Bartholomew's his name. I know Bartholomew. He's not bad for a human, always so polite, so respectful, but there's something odd about him. He lives alone in the middle of the woods. His house surrounded by traps, not anymore. With a single safe road leading to it. No bandits nor trolls scare him. And the way he looks at you, it's like he's examining you, like he's considering a crack you open to see what's inside. The chills. Dalton shivers. Bartholomew has a ton of shit for sale, too. Any other dangers on the road? Trolls aren't enough, huh? Dalton laughs and frowns. Actually, I've heard of a disturbing rumor. It says a hodag has made a lair in a cave south of here. Whether true or not, traders are taking no chances, taking forest routes instead. Let me mark the cave on your map. I don't know what a hodag is. Amiri grins. I'd never fought a hodag yet. I think I know what Amiri wants to fight. She literally, one of her quests is she wants to fight stronger and stronger enemies. We now know what the next one is. I can see you're an experienced trader. Would you consider operating exclusively in my barony? Dalton frowns. Don't get me wrong, your grace, but I've family in Brevoy, so my road must always take me there, no matter how dangerous the journey. I can intimidate him? Let's do lawful good diplomacy. My diplomacy is shit, though. What is my diplomacy? Oh! Derek can talk on our behalf with a +11. Okay. The roads are unsafe. I would suggest you go no further than the capital and wait until the roads can be garrisoned properly. There's still plenty of trade to be had elsewhere in the region. Succeeded! If things are that bad, well then yes, perhaps I will conduct my business there for a time. Very well. Gained 108 experience. What is the view on this new barony? Long ago, Mivon was founded by the sword lords who refused to bow before the new ruler and fled Brevoy. While not Brevins anymore, our people and the people here have a lot in common, as I've heard the barony here was founded by people from Restov. Yes, it was. We look upon them as a distant cousins, I suppose. Dalton smiles. Welcome cousins, that is, not family you'd never rather forget. Good fortune to you and safe travels. Hold a moment, I didn't have a chance to reward you for your help. Fortunes are best shared, after all. Safe travels. Potion of Cure Light Wounds, ×3, and 100 gold. I actually could use more potions, that's fine. I mean, I need stronger potions at this point, but that's decent. Penshore Tetepa, thank you for the follow. Nature of the beast. The trolls living in these woods can't content themselves with being normal, terrifying trolls. Locate the wizard's house. We already have! I could take this guy's shit. Hey, you want to sell? I have things you could buy. It was your old guards. I took it from him. Why does this troll have a scroll of cure light wounds? I can take his shit. It's horrible. Good fortune. I don't want this anymore. Just drop it. It's not worth it. How much? Oh, fucking hell. I forgot to sell that. How much is this worth? 37. It's worth 5. It's too heavy. Drop it. Good to see what happens. So we're quick saving. And to see what happens if I take his shit. Wow, look at all this stuff you don't need. 1,000 revolutions. I'm not reading that. The books are insane. Oh, look at all this stuff. Wow. Look, you got flour and butter. Yay, I can make some roux. The guy's probably like, what are you doing? And I'm like, it's fine, don't worry. Oh, look, a tree that was knocked over. Fallen tree barring the wagon's way. Surprising, isn't it? We actually move it? No. Okay, goodbye. What about Tucker's kobolds? I know Tucker's kobolds. Fuck Tucker's kobolds. I know of Tucker's kobolds. The whole concept that... I would love to find the original story about that. That was a DM where his players were like laughing at kobolds, thinking that they were the easiest thing ever. So the DM created these kobolds that had ingenious traps that basically practically murdered an entire party. Like they would place nets on the roof of their tunnels that would drop on the party, but the nets weren't just normal nets. They were also like lathered in glue or tar or something that made them even harder to get off. And not only would they be lathered in tar, the kobolds would jump out carrying torches and then light the net on fire, dealing fire damage to everyone because the nets that you were stuck in were now bursting into flames. They did that kind of shit. Or they would force you to walk down small little passages with murder holes where they would just be on the other side of walls sticking you with spears as you were going down the passage. Shit, like it was like their dens were just riddled with traps. And it just traumatized the party to kobolds. I want to find the original story for Tucker's kobolds.
I feel tired.
We're tired when we went into that. The lone house, I believe, is where he is. You want to enter? Not yet, because we are going to first rest. Especially because you're at 6 hit points. Kind of want to do that. Actually, here. Especially if I'm turning him into a healer of sorts. There. I think we might be, like, my mage is the only one that's tired. I think we can actually go inside here without a problem. Fey Lords of the First World are called the Eldest. These creatures have godlike powers, inhuman logic, and immense ambition. Yeah, apparently the Fey are a big thing, at least in Pathfinder, or in this world. You have the article bookmarked. Oh my god. Are you part of our Discord, ZT Mackin? If you aren't, you need to get in there and you need to like link that article in our Discord under the D&D channel. Like I really want to see that article. Like you can't post it in here, unfortunately. Like Fuzzbot will delete it. And even if he did, I probably wouldn't have an easy way to get a hold of it. Okay, Bartholomew, hello. We're talking to you. Do you know about the local trolls who are resistant to fire? I've never heard anything like that. If this is true, I'll have to revise my defenses. Bartholomew suddenly grows silent, frowns, and closes his eyes. Your Grace, I'm afraid we must intermit that conversation for now. A moment ago, a troll was caught in one of my fire traps and it was unharmed. I suggest that a chance to explore its corpse would be better equip me to answer your questions. My liege, I humbly request your protection. Please follow me. Accompany Bartholomew.
Can you make an pose? I need inspiration.
It's a branded troll. They're branded.
You deserved it.
Who's branding them?
Any last
I just
wishes?
realized. So any of the branded trolls are immune to fire. And all she has is her fire bombs. I don't have anything to use, really. Like, if I use the fire spell, it's just fire. Damn it. That's grease. I was hoping he'd fall over. You are? Give me a minute. Nice. We're gonna throw this. There. Acid works on him. This might fuck us up because of the grease. No. Okay, good. Tristan, get over here and use bless. I kind of regret putting the grease down. I like how you can still see the grass with the grease. Oh, fucking hell. He's in such a bad shape. Okay, so this is a paladin ability. It's a divine weapon bond. It allows him to turn his weapon into a +1 sword for 1 minute per paladin level. For every 3 levels beyond 5th, it gains an additional +1. You can also end up like expending the +1 enhancement to make it keen, which causes it to have, what does it do? Doubles the threat range of the weapon. So the threat range of the weapon, I'll show it to you so you guys understand this. I only know this because I remember it from 3rd edition. You see how it says critical hit is 19 to 20? Doubling the threat range, I believe, turns it into a 17, 18, 19, or 20, turns any attack into a critical hit, as long as it hits, which means it does twice the amount of damage. So, the keen weapon's kind of a good one. Can I just use that? I can use that as a free action. I don't, he's gonna die the moment I put him next to the troll. Let him go after Amiri. Amiri's gonna die. Fucking help Amiri. Go, Lindsay, heal him. Heal her. For 4. Lindsay, that's not gonna keep her alive. That's an acid arrow he did. I mean, honestly, acid arrow. That'll do additional damage to him later as well. He just did extra damage right now. Jubilos did. Here, go that. Another one. Yeah, this troll's not giving us any problems. What level is it at?
Will they ever learn?
So it has a permanent regeneration, permanent protection from fire, permanent power attack ability that it's probably just using, which causes it to deal more damage, I believe. Reckless Stance, Rage, Grease it's standing on. It has the Acid Arrow, which for another 2 rounds is going to take damage, and Acid Bomb, which is going to give it additional damage. 6 Humanoid, 3 Barbarian, 104 hit points. It's just protected from fire, but for how much damage? Let me see. Because there's a limit on the protection. It's usually a reduction. It doesn't say. 96. Anyone else having extreme issues? It freezes but doesn't seem to be buffering? That's fucking weird. Or just says network error. I hope it's not Twitter or Twitch. She bit him. Because that's part of her barbarian thing. We're gonna end up killing this thing fast. Here. Oh, that's fire. What am I doing?
Repent. Don't hold back.
Good job, Derek. Bartholomew walks around the troll's corpse. At least they're still vulnerable to steel and acid. Now let's look into why this creature lost its respect for fire. Bartholomew recites an incantation and waves his hand over the troll's chest, then points at a specific spot. There, branded on the flesh, is a symbol of a blacksmith's hammer encircled by thorn-studded vines. Whatever that is, that's the reason its flesh didn't burn. The wizard slowly makes an incision around the brand and then peels the flesh off, excising the brand completely. I must study this. Here's the key to my laboratory. Wait for me there. I'll join you soon enough. Without another word, Bartholomew whispers an incantation and vanishes. I want to search him. Don't fall over. Fucking...
I've spotted something.
Why are there more traps? Okay. I do save scum the traps because I swear to God, Lindsay has set off more fireballs in her face in this area than I don't know what.
Mushroom. Anything else?
At least she did this time. Creative status. Thank you for the follow. She does have a tendency to set fireballs off. I don't know if I've been in this section before. Like, how did I not find that before? I've been here. It might have been placed there because of the fight.
The path is clear.
Because this troll didn't used to be here. I like that the world changes depending on what you do. Where is Bartholomew now? This is not his laboratory, though. Cozy House stands away from the main roads, an excellent place for a hermit. This is his laboratory. This was locked before. I didn't even know why it was locked. I like how my... So Amiri's tired because she raged. But that will go away. It already went away. My wizard, however, is fucking...
Something bothering you?
Blasted.
Yes?
Do we not have any spells yet? No, we haven't even rested.
My skills are absolute.
Lay on hands. 12 and 10. That's fine. See if third or fourth refresh works.
I feel tired.
Is it fucking as... I think yesterday's stream did it. I wonder if Twitch is having issues lately. Okay, I've never been in here and I don't know anything about it. I'm assuming Bartholomew's fine and okay and everything. He seems like an okay guy.
Interesting.
I see something.
You see that it's trapped.
And Lindsay was called forth.
I don't know if this is a good idea, just taking someone's stuff.
It's just not my lucky day.
She's failing to disarm the trap. Don't set it off.
Applause, please. Applause, please.
What are these? Fireball scrolls. I don't know what you're talking about. Hydra's eye. Wyvern meat. Ew, it's a cooking ingredient. This looks like another cloak of resistance. I don't know if I'm supposed to be taking this. Last time I took things I was supposed to, it was bad. Braces of archery. Empowers the wearer to use any bow with a +2 competence bonus on attack rolls and a +1 competence bonus on damage rolls. Because she desperately needs a fucking longbow that actually does more damage. I think... Oh, this one. Info. Cloak of Resistance. Beautiful. Scream's trap. I hope not. It's... Unless Bartholomew is the one that's doing it.
I feel tired. I'll go ahead.
Why are there giant... Serrated knives, stained needles, and manacles share themselves with flask vials and chemicals? Shit. What if he's the one that's doing it? There's a troll here. Fucking hell. We still have to go to the store. Okay. Borba. A hoarse croak comes from behind the bars. Borba. The troll sitting in the cage is so thin you can see his ribs through the skin. Although you see no scars, his pelt is matted with dried blood, and his eyes are dull and unfocused. Various knives, saws, and bloody manacles scattered about leave little doubt about what this troll has suffered. Borba. The troll croaks through clenched teeth. Kill me, enough it hurts. Bartholomew rushes in the laboratory, waving the simple sample of branded troll skin excitedly. It was simpler than I thought. It's just a simple spell of fire protection. Any competent wizard could cast it. The unusual element was the way the spell was applied. It wasn't cast by any human hand, though. Oh no, the brand is stamped on it with some artifact, which would make it possible to make trolls fire-resistant in massive numbers. This is grave news for us all. My fire traps are useless now, and making acid traps will take time and resources. More importantly, for trolls to organize in such a way, there must be some greater intelligence operating behind the scenes. And if that's the case, the list of potential targets for a force that formidable is a short one. Bartholomew pauses and begins to rummage through his lap. I promise you a reward, so please accept these acid wands. I'm afraid you may need them soon. First, explain to me why this troll is in your cage. Bartholomew's eyes light up. Oh yes, this is the greatest project of my career. I'm exploring the regenerative abilities of trolls in the hopes of passing them on to humans. Can you imagine the possibilities? Pain, senility, mutilations, even death itself defeated. Oh, you weren't concerned I acquired the troll illicitly, were you? Don't worry, I purchased it legally. I'm not some poacher out roaming the Baron's woods. Trolls are sentient beings, not cattle to be bought and sold. What you're doing is inhumane. Set him free. Set him free so he can come back and eat you, and me too. You are insane. The wizard stops abruptly. Bartholomew throws a long, sullen glance your way. At once, your grace, he finally manages through clenched teeth. Wizard turned out to be a creepy lunatic. What a surprise! Where is this one? Troll trouble. Deal with the trolls, we must first learn about them. A whole mess of trolls just stinks, can't roam all around all along. Oh my god, look at all of this. Unlock a new leader post. I have a feeling that just 5 leaders won't make a real council. I hope the Baron can find a few more positions in his government or come up with some. Fucking hell, are you kidding? Unwanted lettuce. Many ages ago, the dwarves built a road through these lands. Famous trader Jubilus Narthrop is searching. Okay, so all the exclamations are all where we have new things that popped up. Hey, Cherubeth. Yeah, I'm gonna stop soon-ish. Like, Isaac ordered pizza, but it's Peven. Thank you for the follow. I think I'll go for a little bit longer, but I will stop sooner. I started later today because I wanted to sleep in and sulk and be in my depressive state before trying to force myself out of it. Locate the ancient outpost. Dear God, there's a lot of quests. What kinds of experiments does he conduct here? I'm gonna go through his shit.
I feel tired.
I know you feel tired. What does he have? Those are mushrooms. What is this? Bartholomew's diary. This is the title page of a diary covered with crudely scratched symbols. There are numerous smears, worn spots, cuts, and burns on it. Bartholomew obviously isn't a tidy type. The leather cover is spotted with acid burns. Page edges are tattered. There are 4 symbols carved on. The first one is B. 3 others stand separately, I and I. If B stands for the name Bartholomew, what does this I and I mean? Interesting. The Great Experiment, Day 104. I've burned all the previous notes, too embarrassed to remember what a complete fool I was, but now that I've got the creature, I call it Dimwit. Everything is going to be alright. Studying the troll's ability to regenerate will lead me to my ultimate goal. Day 112. Got a reason to celebrate. While determining Dimwit's pain threshold, I found out it practically has no such thing. Wounds, broken bones, amputations, and the rest of the perils of a warrior's or a mage's life. For a troll, these are no threat at all. The trick is to avoid getting carried away while working with fire or acid, so that impact spots will heal in several days. Amazing. Too bad I didn't dare buy it at the very beginning of my way. Staying in bed for the second day after the incident serves me right. I got a trifle too excited and came a bit too close to Dimwit. The beast bit my arm. Then it started shouting something like Borba, Borba. I wonder what that means, if anything at all. The wounded hand is still sore. It even hurts to write this. I hate pain so much. Here I am, day 127. Here I am lying in bed and thinking about how different we are. My unique intellect against its unbearable animalistic stupidity. At the same time, its regeneration and some chthonic ability to endure tortures and heal wounds against my human fragility and intolerance to pain. It's okay, I'll find the way to get what I need. Day 129. I got overzealous. Regeneration of 3 simultaneously amputated limbs proved to be an extremely slow process. All the resources of the troll's strength are bared enough for it to go on, and I probably shouldn't have used fire. In the wild environment without my elixirs, the creature would be long dead. I will continue my experiments in 3 days or so. I feel I'm close now. A few more efforts and I will become invulnerable and invincible. Temple of Roses by Elliston Sonaria. Okay. Let's just sell that. I guess. Ooh, the Dryad's token. I can give that. What is this? What kind of experiments does it conduct here? Bartholomew meets you with a long, sullen gaze. Good day, my baron. A question about the traps. I doubt I can tell you anything of interest, Bartholomew mutters without looking you in the eye. Do you have anything for sale? Certainly. He has a bunch of shit I gave him. Offer. He just happens to have money. Buy this half plate and this beautiful chainmail that we don't want. Thanks. He has a ring of protection +2 for 8,000. Headband of vast intelligence +2, which I think I already have. A giant slayer's class. +2 dodge bonus to armor class against the attacks of monsters with giant subtype. Cloak of resistance +2. Wand of acid arrow. Pouch of feather tokens, which I've already bought in the past because I needed it for a quest. It creates an oak tree wherever you place one. Wonder what would happen if you let him continue his experiments. I have no idea. I kind of want the ring of protection +2, but I don't know. I have 44,000 gold. I don't need this cloak. 7,750. What about the cloak of resistance +2? Eh. I buy it. Reason being, protection +2. He has protection +1. What does he have? An AC of 26, and now he's got an AC of 27. Booyah. You have too many fucking rings of protection. Do you have anything for sale? Here, you want to buy this? There you go. 500 deal. Bye. I want to know what the troll means by saying Borba. Do I have a link to any mods? I don't have any mods. Not for the... Are you talking about for this game? I don't have any mods installed. I don't even know if there are any mods. I have all the DLC installed. I also don't know what's going to happen since I told him to go away. You might buy and play this now. It's fantastic. It is brutal. You haven't seen the harder parts yet because of the areas I've been going to, but when you get to an area that's challenging, this game does not pull punches, and it will decimate your party. I know my character says he's tired. Hold on. But that's one thing you have to keep in mind. There is a large learning curve, especially if you don't know Pathfinder. If you know Pathfinder or D&D, like 3rd edition or 3.5, you have a bit of a leg up on the concept. And I think you'd be fine with it, CC Mackin. But the game does have a tendency to make your life absolutely miserable. Thought there was a mod to add more. Oh yeah, there is. Oh shit, no. I don't know what it's called. I did it on my own a long time ago, and I don't remember it. If you just do a Google on adding more portraits, it's a very well-known one that people just collected a bunch of artwork that worked and set it up to make the portraits. Beyond that, I don't know anything. Something at the Mud Bowl. Find KSC in the capital. Wait a minute.
May we have a moment of respite?
Yeah, we can have a moment of respite. Manage. We're using rations. Lindsay. What is he good for? He's good at watching. This is a +10. What is he good for? I mean, we don't... If we do this, they still go out and hunt. So, if you use rations, they will go out and they'll still hunt. They won't take any extra time. But anything they find while hunting adds to your rations. Can I do onion soup? Yes. +1 bonus on all saving throws. What about haggis? I'm running low on... I can use this. +5 bonus to movement speed for a day. And it's a cooking DC of 15, and I have a +14, so we could probably get the sweet pancakes better.
That poor troll still haunts my mind. The one who played subject of those experiments. Trolls bring so much evil, but still, I don't know if there is a goal righteous enough to justify torture.
What if these experiments led a wizard, for instance, to discover a cure for the mortally wounded? Life is not so simple, my friend.
Yeah, we got 4 rations. That was pretty good. And we made sweet pancakes, and we didn't get ambushed. Whoa. I wonder if this alchemist party is viable. I have no idea. I mean, possibly, but I don't know. This game is like, it's. Here, let's find out what happens if we go to Candlemere. You agree with the gnome? I mean, I think that trolls in D&D are absolutely evil. I don't necessarily know if torturing one's a good idea, but I understand wanting to study one. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude. What is this? A boat? The boat is in good condition. It looks like it was used not long ago. Note wrapped in oiled leather. We came to this island at dusk, decided to spend a night at the shore and go inland at dawn. We've seen some lights floating over the underbrush. Fuck. For some reason they don't approach, keep the distance from us. Tomorrow we'll head for the ruins. The cleric and the paladin who hired me to guide them keep aloof. They exchange whispers about something hidden in these ruins and fall silent as soon as I come close. We've come here to search for treasures for a man called Gunderson, but these two seem to have some plans of their own. It would bother me less if Rizmil wasn't a cleric of Nethys. I don't know who Nethys is. I'm guessing evil. People say that the moods and methods of his followers change as often as those of their two-faced god. For now, at least, the cleric behaves nicely, except for constant frantic speeches about the ruins. Anyways, Bryce is a paladin of Irori, so I guess I can rely on his sense of justice. I've heard about strange things that take place on the Candlemere Lake. A few days ago, local folk saw a bright flash of light over the tower at the island, and no one could explain what it was. Another strange thing I witnessed myself. When we were coming to the island on our boat, I noticed an old geezer on the shore, and this island is thought to be deserted. I guess the geezer saw us too, because he disappeared. I would track the old hermit down, but I don't dare leave the campsite unattended. Can't help thinking this island is really cursed, as locals used to say. If the curse is just a fable, and if Rizmel doesn't try any tricks, we'll come back here and I'll take this note away. And if you find this note, traveler, hop on your boat and go back where you came from. Aristil bless me. The Curse of Candlemere. Stolen lands are full of weird places. Take the island in the middle of Candlemere Lake, for instance. Seems like just some regular remote place from afar, calm and quiet, but the local fishers all keep their boats as far away from the island as possible. There are tales of ghostly lights dancing on the island shore at night. Some say that something terrible happened at the tower long ago, something so dark and abominable that the place is still cursed. True or not, we have to explore the place anyway. It would be outrageous to have a barony with an uncharted spot in the middle of its map. We're not alone in this island. A party of 3 adventurers came ashore recently and went to the tower. Let's follow them. This is a possibility that I'm going to be in an outmatched area, so I'm going to save it. I did find a dungeon earlier that locked me inside, and ended up with like level 13 golems that smashed my party in a single hit.
Would you look at that?
Ooh. Ooh. What is it? Robe of Earth grants plus 2 DC bonus to acid spells. Okay. Wand of Acid Arrow. Type in ascending order here.
The road awaits.
Share your trouble.
Mage armor. What is my mage's armor? It's 23 with mage armor on. Fucking hell. He's got better armor with mage armor than my barbarian. Oh my god. The first time I did get the mod for the portraits, the game didn't work. It didn't work properly. It was the second time I had to fiddle with it a little bit. Holy fuck!
Hey, wait for me.
A War Wisp? It's a level 11 aberration. I'm sorry, what? I can't even see anything about it.
Tear them apart!
Oh, it's got a 17.
A solid plan.
Worth 90 experience points. That's all I got off of it. Fucking hell. It's all the way back here. And I can't throw a potion far enough. Just take a dexterity mutagen. Aren't they evil? Natural, neutral, evil. Yeah, here. So this Smite Evil, a paladin can do it very small amount every single day. It gives a nice little bonus
This will hurt.
for the paladin to attack it. Oh my god, critical hit 29. Fucking hell. Get over there. Fucking hell, it's gonna move right now. Holy shit!
They go down!
Here, heal the wizard.
Yes.
Magic missile. I can't deal with a wisp.
A fine use of my talents.
You should have run. Strike.
It's vanished. I think we're leaving. That one wisp did a shit ton of damage. That was one monster. You ever accidentally start a holy war? Fuck, do you start a holy war? What, in D&D? No. Usually I don't play clerics or paladins. I used to have a friend when I was growing up that thought that paladins were the best in general, and dear god, it's like, I swear to god, a paladin is like a DM's best friend. So I quick save. We're gonna see how dangerous this is. I have a feeling we're gonna die horribly. We're not, like, anything we manage to do. Look at how big this area is. That's what I've uncovered. You can tell how big an area is based off of that kind of thing. Also,
How may I help?
we desperately need some. What is that? That's for fear. 4 here. Fucking hell, that was only a 4. You did in Pathfinder. It was an Inquisitor. You can make an Inquisitor in this. Fucking hell!
Could this happen? All my knowledge, all my genius, lost.
What a miserable last chapter.
I always survive.
Fucking hell! We're leaving this island. Yeah, the moment they said that, the moment that note said, "I saw dancing lights," my first thought was, "There's gonna be fucking will-o-wisps here." Oh my god, this was nice. Let's leave. God, that's level 11. You're supposed to go all the way up to level 20 in this, and I'm only like level 6 on all of my characters. Oh my god. So that was beautiful. That was nice. Let's go this way. Let's just travel all the way back. How many days do I have left? I think I don't want to go all the way back there. I think I want to like travel a little bit more around because we've only done one day, but I want to see how many days I have left and then I'll reload it. Oh. Your Grace, Keston's face looks worried and fearful. Your Grace, ill news from the Gnarl Marshes again. There are already many trolls there, but now people are afraid to leave their houses. The wilds are said to be swarming with them. The hunters were the first ones to notice, then came the merchants delivering packages and food to the outskirts of the barony. Now there are more and more reports of trolls attacking villages. At first I took the reports for gossip, thought it was just the fear talking. But a local group of merchants recently reported that most of the trolls seem to be lurking around the house of one Bartholomew Delgado. Shit. An odd mage living out in the wilds all by himself. They're saying there are so many trolls out there, nobody can reach Bartholomew for fear of the beasts. Keston's face goes dark. Those trolls are up to something, and the strange Bartholomew fellow is clearly tangled up in it somehow. If the wizard's gotten some idea in his head to conspire with the trolls, we should make the first move and hit them with a preemptive strike. However, if the trolls are coming for him rather than to him, Keston sighs, it would be an enormous help if you could pay a visit to Bartholomew and figure out what's going on. I recommend haste. If nothing is done soon, there may be a grisly fate in store for your subjects. Going on a holy quest to get your cursed helmet removed and to return a wand of Mortician's Force missile you had forgotten from a deck of many things. Oh my god. Keston wants to discuss the situations of the trolls. We have 2 more days. Well, they have 2 days and 4 days left, so auto load. Daemons, demons, and devils are 3 different types of creatures that I'm aware of.
I'll go ahead.
Oh my god. I can't be on this island because it's gonna murder me horribly. I don't want to go back to my keep yet because I still have some extra days. So the Gnarl Marches is where all the shit's happening. That's over here. There's the Verdant Chambers where the nymph wants me to go. There's the Hodag's lair. Typical forest cave. A huge flesh-eating lizard and a danger to any living creature, humans included. Bloodthirsty Hodag's fame spread rapidly among traders. Let's go here. We're gonna get tired. There's someone on the road. Get ready. I mean... It's just gonna be... Oh, bandits. Greetings to you, good sire. So your money or your life, what you say? And then they come at me. I'm sorry. What level are you guys? 5. You're gonna piss off Amiri. All right.
Tear them apart!
Are you fucking kidding me? What kind of armor class do you have?
Mushroom.
The fuck? 7 days. Thank you for the follow. By the way, Amiri, she has a ginormous sword. That's her weapon. And you can't get her to get rid of it. You can get her to hold other weapons, but she refuses to drop it because it's her weapon. And she thinks it's a big sword makes for a good thing. It's an oversized, a +1 oversized bastard sword. You encountered a city full of the religion that your religion hated in the game, and your gods were brothers that only made peace with each other within the past 100 years or so, and they had people from one of your towns that you helped basically slavery. They were treated like slaves but could go free when their debt was paid, and you took exception to that and forged some documents to try and get them free. Ended up getting caught and interrogated by the High Inquisitor, eventually breaking out and casting Desecrate on their holy. You desecrated their holy. I mean, I'm assuming they were angry by that. Oh look, fireball. The wizard's best friend. Now the halfling didn't make it, or gnome or whatever he was. That restarted the holy war. Good job. Here. Go, Tristan. Jubilost! Get that. Shit! God, as an alchemist, he's powerful. Can I get over? Yeah, he can. He'll be attacked. Oh my god, he died so horribly. Oh well.
They go down!
She almost died from being bit. Hey, wonder if Lindsay can do something. Nope, she cannot reach.
Serves you right.
It's my one problem with Lindsay as an alchemist right now. She doesn't have the ability to like just throw potions and not hit everyone else. So I haven't been using the potions as much as I could with her. Here, fucking throw your dagger. Well, that worked. Wizards also have an ability in this where they don't have like focuses like in 5th edition, but he can regain a spell that he's cast by like using. Wizards are supposed to have a bonded item that they helps them with their magic or some shit along those lines. I'll show it to you when it's his turn again. Here, just shoot him. Jeez.
This will hurt.
If it's ever his turn again. This is about to be a Miri's. Oh good, you tried to go after the guy that's covered in armor. Yeah. I can show it now.
Our duty.
So, wizards have what's a bonded item. That's how the Hand of the Apprentice comes about. And this is a universal wizard who basically isn't like focused on a single school of magic. So he gets like this Hand of the Apprentice ability because he's a universalist, which allows him to take any melee weapon he's currently equipped with and to throw it out for 30 feet and deal damage with it. It uses intelligence modifier on the attack roll instead of the dexterity modifier, and so his intelligence is +5, so it's a +5 attack with it. So we like using it, and that's why I give him a decent-ish weapon. Originally, he had the quarterstaff +1, which does deal more damage, but this dagger is kind of nice for all of its extra bonuses. Any spell that I have previously cast as a wizard, you can get back with your bonded item, but you can only do it once per day and only on a single spell. It's called Arcane Bond. A bonded object can be used once per day to restore any one spell that the wizard had prepared for this day. I'm not going to use it yet because I don't know what I want to use it on. And that's typically what I end up doing. I end up holding on to it. In the past, I used to use it as soon as I was able to, but now I'm like, there's no point unless I desperately need a certain spell. What is this? Composite longbow, composite shortbow, chain shirt, studded leather. What about you? You're all burnt and charred. Oh, look, a pearl. Turquoise. Pause it long, but we don't care. All right, let's go. This is great. That is a choice of bonded item or a familiar. It might be. It's been a while since I created a wizard, so I don't know. We could always find out. You know what? Let's find out. Hold on. We'll do a quick save and we'll go back to the main menu and check because it doesn't take long to just go in. All you have to do is go to make a character. Here. Saving. Main menu. This game is decently long, and I have not, like, gotten bored of it at all, especially with the new everything. Did I just hit continue on accident? Oh, fucking damn it! It's taking too long. Main menu. It might be a bonded item or a familiar, because I believe you can get a familiar. Come on, zoom in. Faster, 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 faster. I think it's loading, and that's why it's taking so long, because usually it gets to this faster. Here, new game. Go to main story, you just go next, and you say whatever next. Create a new character, next. Whatever. Just pick anyone, doesn't matter. Here. We'll sit there and say, oh, it's a tiefling. I like how the portrait determines what it is supposed to be. Arcane level 20, whatever. No, wait. Wizard. Wizard, Universalist, Arcane Bond. I don't think you get a... First level, a wizard forms a powerful bond with an object or a creature. Can take one of two forms, a familiar or a bonded object. So then you pick Heritage. Oh, this is for being a tiefling. Oh, this is interesting. I never knew this. Tiefling Heritage. Universalist. Arcane Bond, Cat Familiar, Centipede, Chicken, Dog, Duck, Hare, Jerboa, Lizard, Monkey, Rabbit, Rat, Tarantula, Viper. And each one does something different. So the Viper will give you +3 on persuasion checks and +2 bonus on perception. Tarantula will give you +3 athletic, +2 perception. Rat gives +2 fortitude, bonus saving throws, +2 perception. Yeah, each of them gives something different. And I think your familiar can also be used similarly to before. I didn't pick a familiar. Like, so yeah, you can have a familiar. I chose a bonded object. I don't know if the familiar would have been a better choice. Honestly, from what I've played of old D&D and remembering 3rd edition, if your familiar dies, you lose like half your life. I don't know if that's still a thing in this. So I kind of didn't want to do that because I didn't need my wizard to suddenly spontaneously combust because the kitty cat got in the way. I don't want to go to the Swamp Witch's hut. There's a monster den right down there and we're gonna die from it. Swamp Witch's hut is a very dangerous area. Southern Gnarl Marches is a very dangerous area. Oh, it's a kobold camp. Familiars give good bonuses. Yeah. The bonded item is what's allowing me to throw the dagger out. If I had a familiar, I don't think I would have had that ability. I'm not quite sure what a familiar would have given me. You see a gang of kobolds resting around a campfire. When they finally notice you, they jump up and start scuttling around, making a mess and bumping into each other, all the while muttering something in their hissing language. One kobold emerges from the swarming crowd. His scales are a touch lighter than those of his companions. Upon closer inspection, he seems to be extremely old. His skin is dry and lifeless, and he clearly lost some of his scales long ago. Something curious about this kobold. Seems to be calm, confident, and lies? Jubilost frowns and folds his hands. You would do well to watch these yobos, he mutters, teeth clenched. They'll try to steal your cart as soon as you turn your back. That's just the way they are. Slaragas, the old kobold hisses. The rest of the kobolds immediately calm down. Greetings, he says, addressing you and sticking out his hand. Did he just try saying greetings?
Greetings.
Shake the kobold's hand. Greetings. You shake the old kobold's hand. It's slimy and cold. He continues to stare, his eyes still yellow and emotionless. Kobolds, humans love, the old kobold says. What? 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 Tartuk King's search.
Mushroom.
They're all trying to say search. Inuma Sadir, thank you for the follow. The old kobold seems to have said his piece, so he just continues to stare at you with cold, still eyes. Tartuk, what a familiar name. Tell me, what do you know of this? What do you know the story of the Soot Scale kobold tribe? Tartuk is Tartuccio's kobold self. The kobold seems to not understand a single word you're saying, but reacts to the word soot scale. Soot scale, bad, not friend. Alright, let's get this sorted out. All of the kobolds are staring at you now, no blinking or movement among them. It's starting to get uncomfortable. Tartuk, trolls, love. Search Tartuk, kobold. Oh, I succeeded at a wisdom check. Over several minutes, you managed to piece together that these kobolds are looking for their king, Tartuk, who's lost somewhere. After several minutes beyond that, you deduce that this Tartuk somehow managed to befriend some trolls. Shit. Tartuccio was looking for a particular artifact when we found him. From the kobolds. I'm wondering if the artifact is what's being used on the trolls, and for some reason he's branding the trolls to make them fireproof. Why? And by the way, Tartuccio is also a spy for the country of Pitex. Too bad none of you speak Chirtacana. Yeah, well. We don't have languages in this one, at least none that you can pick for your characters. Tartuk is the purple bastard who tried to abscond with my cart, and to top that off, he's apparently the best friends with some trolls, Jubilost frowns. It's your choice, of course, but it seems to me that our best option would be to force this gang to disperse. Why are you looking for Tartuk? King, the old kobold answers. Tartuk, trolls, kobold, love. Trolls, obolds. Chaotic good, point in a random direction. I saw Tartuk that way. Sounds good to me. Unable to judge the expression on his snout, you can't tell if the old kobold believed you. After you answer, he turns away from you as if you cease to exist. Kobolds quickly gather and leave into the woods. So many of them. Kobolds are nasty little creatures. To deal with the trolls, we must first learn more about them. Bigger monsters only tend to notice them if they happen to step on one, and yet surprisingly, kobolds here are treated with respect. This is very suspicious. The local kobolds hold one of their own in high esteem, a shaman named Tartuk. How do you impress such despicable creatures anyway? By being the most vile and cowardly of them all? Fucking weird is what it is. Anyways, I am actually going to call it for today. I'm enjoying playing this, and I like being able to play this. I will be doing more Harry Potter come Monday. If you guys ended up enjoying this in general, I will do some more of it, but I will leave it to a toned-down game day, probably on Fridays only. But in the meantime, let me see where I can send you guys off to. I thank you guys for like bearing with me today and not playing anything that's like super amazingly great overall, and not doing the usual. But I'm gonna send you off, and we are going to send a raid over to Kat. She's playing the Pathless. Have a wonderful time. Thank you for coming. And we hope to see you tomorrow with Is Extreme in the daytime and for D&D at night. Bye.